Myself, that'd be great. I don't think we're muted. You guys good? We're live.
Yes, sir.
We're going. We are here, everybody. What is up? How is everyone doing this Friday? We're here. The Brew Boys are back. The Brew Boys are back. We got SPCIronManGamin, who is our special guest today. Tonight, I should say. What am I saying? Today.
What's up, everybody?
So what is going on? We got Matt, we got Christina, we got Cena Cole, we got Heavy, we got Taz. What is up, everybody? Cyber, Jimmy. Well, let's just say this right now. There's no beer. There's no coffee for me today. Usually it's coffee, but we got some beer. What you go? He's red Solo cup in it. Sweet tea. Very nice.
Dude, I'm from Texas. That's sweet tea. Oh, you know it.
Uh-oh. Are you lagging? Uh-oh. No, he was doing just fine. Where did he go? Oh, come back to us. What do you mean? What do you mean, Joey? What do you mean, wow, slut? I see how it is.
Wow, for that whole start of the podcast, nobody could hear me. This is great. So now, hey.
Really?
Fuck.
You were muted the whole time?
I was muted on my stream the whole time.
Dude. Beer lag. Yo, look at that. You guys see that pretty man right there? It's Ronald right there, right? That's SPCIronManGamin.
It's the frozen one.
The frozen one.
There he is.
He came back. Wait.
We're good.
Are you back?
Back.
Oh, is there a way we can you're like lagging in and out. You want to like come back? Should we like reinvite him? What is up, 1 hour? Guys, we're about to start the podcast.
Yeah.
Come in. We're lagging a little bit. We're all right, though. We're going to get through this.
We are. We're going to push through it.
Chat, you guys like me and Tony's hats for the,
Fucking America.
America, chat.
Fucking America over here. What up, 1 hour? Shanack.
Teddy's here? Where's Teddy?
Irish.
Where's Teddy?
Parzival. Peach. Stupid bitches.
Oh, shit. Why'd you go big screen?
I didn't.
We got a big Tony on the screen. Yo, Teddy, thank you for the 2 months, baby.
There we go.
So
all right, we're back. Digging the Red Sox cap. Thank you so much. The Brew Boys. Hey, babe. Oh, Parzival's digging the Red Sox cap. Let's go, baby.
All right, chat. We're gonna
try this again.
Going. Let's try this again. Let's start over, huh?
Guys, so everybody out there, we got a multi-stream. Just everybody, if you exclamation multi in chat, Slev still has his old one with Damaged Mosquito. Do not click on that one.
Let's go Yankees.
Stop it. So Slev, you have another thing pulled up when you hit multi in your chat.
I don't know where that came from. I think it should be good now. Watch. Hold on.
Let's fucking go. You repping my team. That's fucking right, Parzival. There we go. Good.
Joe,
all right, guys.
You've never seen me with my hat forward? It's just a different hat.
All right, guys. So we got a multi going. I got the bets.
America.
Oh, America. All right, guys. So right now we got Ronald, aka SPCIronManGamin. We just wanted to ask him. We wanted to let all you guys know. We wanted to ask him what made him come to us and want to be on the show, because he reached out to Slev and was like, hey, I really love to be on your show. And we just kind of want to know why, on top of I'm sure you guys do as well. So I'm going to let him take the floor, introduce himself and whatnot.
What's everyone? My name, as y'all know me, SPCIronManGamin, but my name's Ronald. I reached out to Slev and Tony because I wanted to share my story and for you guys to get to know me better, for Avenger friends and everyone else out there as well.
Heck yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
Well, Iron Man, I've known you, let's say, since you followed me since December?
Yes, sir.
So, and then we recently got in contact maybe like 2 months ago where we really started connecting, really started talking. What made you basically want to reach out and start talking to me and Tony? Like what inspired you to start chatting with us, to tell us your story?
Your guys' your personality is what draw me in. The way you guys carried yourself, the way you guys contact with your brain fart.
It's all right. Take your time.
With your viewers and everything. So, I mean, you guys have motivated me and everything so much. So, I really wanted to reach out and share.
Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna get into it for the viewers here. We want to start off. How old were you when you decided to get into the military? Like, what went you there? Did you take the SVABs? And just kind of like take us through the thought process of what made you join the Army.
I actually thought about starting joining the military when I was about in 5th and 6th grade, but it really hit me for a for sure definite answer back in when 9/11 actually happened.
Okay.
Wow.
I
And
was
how old were you
remember
at 9/11?
I was about 10 to 12 years old.
Okay.
I was sitting in art class, and next thing you know, my history teacher busted through my teacher's door at the time, said, "Turn on the TV now. Something's going on over in New York." And that's when it hit me because I had actual family over there in the towers that was going on.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So right then and there, that pretty much just gave me my definite answer of I definitely want to follow my family's footsteps and serve my country.
So when you say
love that.
family's footsteps, your father, your mother, your grandfather, grandmother, like take us back.
I've got my uncle Brian.
Okay.
No, my uncle Brad that was in the military. He started out in the Marine Corps and then he went Army. And then my grandfather before him was in the Army as well. And then it went back to my great grandfather and so on and so forth on my mom's side of the family. And then actually on my dad's side of the family, it was a cousin of mine, two great uncles of mine, and my grandfather as well, and everything. So I've carried on the family tradition, as did some of my cousins as well too, of being in the military and serving our country.
Awesome.
Yeah, like
Okay.
if I had to, 'cause since I am from New York, all right, I was living in Flushing, Whitestone at the time, and I went to Flushing High School on the 5th floor. We had 5 floors in that high school, and I could see the smoke from the towers from where I was. It was insane. And my mom was working in the city at the time. All I'm thinking is, oh my God, like what happened? No, the school wouldn't tell us. Like you
Yeah.
just said, like they made you guys run in and watch a video, or watch the news. The school didn't want to make anyone panic. So our parents had my stepdad at the time came and picked me up and brought me home, and you could see the smoke everywhere. So yeah, I was in ninth, I'd say maybe ninth grade when it happened.
You would have had to be. I was in 6th.
You were in 6th. Yeah, I think I was in 9th. I remember. Yeah, I was in English class 3rd period.
Okay. Yeah,
and it was just like
history
being
class,
from New York. It was just like holy crap. Where are you from again? Iron Man.
I'm originally from South Dakota, but I live in Texas.
Texas, that's right.
South Dakota to Texas. Wow, that's
so something that happened across the country, like sparked your interest to be in the Army and serve for this country. From what happened, we all know that day was freaking fucking horrible, I should say. So yeah, like that is definitely a motivation starter. So when did you decide like sign up? Like what age were you when you actually signed up?
I was 18 years old in high school when I first started filling out the paperwork with the South Dakota National Guard.
Wow.
And so once I signed up all my paperwork, I did my basic training at Fort Jackson, South Carolina between my junior and senior year of that summer, and then came back, graduated high school, and then went and did my AIT training.
And what was your
after I graduated?
Okay, so you did AIT. What was your MOS?
88 Mike, truck driver.
Truck driver. Okay. So so you signed up at 18. You came out fresh out of high school, and you went active. Right.
Actually, I was with the South Dakota National Guard for about 2.5 years.
Okay.
And I just really wasn't liking the once a week and 2 weeks during the summer. So I pretty much decided and talked to my wife at the time that I was married to, saying, look, I can't cut this anymore and I need to supply for my family better. So I told her I'm going active duty.
Okay.
Wow.
What age did you go active duty at?
I was 21.
21 active duty. Okay.
And how old are you now?
I'll be 30 in November on the 1st.
Coming up.
So I'm 29.
Big birthday right there.
Yep, coming up. Oh, yeah, I can't wait for 30. I can't wait for 30. April. Ugh.
Listen, I'm 33. Let's get off. I'm younger than you guys are younger than me. All right.
Oh, okay. All right. Whatever, you old fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Okay, so you went active at 21. You went to, where'd you say to go to AIT?
AIT, I went to Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri.
Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. Okay, all right. So when you went active,
Where'd he go?
Okay.
Oh,
there it is.
Bro, we
back.
lost you.
I was
I
like,
know,
oh
right? I was like,
no. All right, so active duty. You went active duty at 21. You went to Missouri for AIT. You came out as an 80 mic.
Actually, no.
All right, so
I did AIT after I graduated high school. So what will happen was with that, as soon as I graduated, I got 2 weeks of a summer, and then like, nope, your ass is going to Missouri.
Wait, you said you had 2 weeks of the summer?
Yep.
And they were like, nope, you're not gonna enjoy this summer. You're getting your ass going now.
Pretty much, dude.
So you were voluntold to
Pretty much.
you were going to Missouri.
I was voluntold.
All right.
But
what was your reaction to that? Were you excited? Are you nervous?
I actually was pretty excited because I did get a little bit of the training ahead of time with my unit that I was with the National Guard of a couple of the trucks I would be learning how to drive.
Okay.
And so I knew ahead of time from my unit of teaching me, but I did have a lot of fun with it because when I went during the summer, it was hot, muggy, but also a lot of rain.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to show a lot of people from like New York and all that up north.
On New York. You got to flex on New York. Why? Just say Boston. Right?
Fuck the Yankees.
Oh, baby, I know you're from New York too. Hush. But I got to show a lot of people of how to actually drive in the mud with a big ass truck.
Okay, all right, I like it. You're speaking my language now.
Yes, sir.
Right there. So okay, so you went to Missouri, you said, and how long were you in Missouri for?
I was there for about 8 weeks.
Okay.
And then they were allowed to send you back home, or were you getting?
Yeah.
You gonna be going somewhere else?
After that 8 weeks of AIT, I went back home up to South Dakota.
Okay.
And I started going to college then. And so from 2019 to, I want to say, 2011, no. 19, 20, 2000, no, my lord, I'm getting
No,
my days mixed up. Sorry. 2018 or 2009 is when I graduated. So 10, 11, 2012. This is when I went active duty. So I met with a recruiter because I was living in Idaho at the time with my wife I was married to. And we were actually trying to find our own place, trying to find a job and everything. And over in Idaho, everything is it's not so great. Sorry, Irish, if you're watching this. But over in the area that we were living in, Idaho, was the Burley area, and there was nothing but gangs and drugs and stuff like that. And I didn't want to deal with it. I didn't want to relive that childhood again over in that area. And so I decided to go active duty, spoke to a recruiter, and about 3.5 months later, I went through the whole process of going through MEPS again. And once I went through MEPS, they gave me my plane ticket, said, here's your ticket, get on the plane, you're going to Fort Hood.
Okay.
Okay.
So you went to Fort Hood, Texas.
Yes, sir.
And you stayed there.
Yep.
I was gonna say, yeah, is that why you're there now?
Okay. So you went Fort Hood. How long were you at? How long were you in for? How long were you active for? When did you retire?
Altogether, for my guard time and active duty time combined together, adds up to 7 years altogether.
7 years. Okay.
And
wow.
so
That's a long time in.
I just actually recently got out 4 years ago, back in 2015.
Okay. So you've been out 4 years.
Yep.
Good. Okay. So what we're gonna do now is we want to get into, like whatever you're comfortable talking to, in the sense of like where you went, some stories from there, funny, sad, exciting, anything you got going on, like whatever you feel comfortable talking about. I'm sure the viewers want to hear as well, and just pretty much just tell us your story. So you shipped out from Fort Hood, I'm guessing, and went active and overseas.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I got to Fort Hood back in 2012, not 12. It was actually 2010. I got there towards the end of October, beginning of November. And so I got to my unit, got my wife down there once I got a house and everything for us to live in. And right then and there, I was actually told we were getting ready to be deployed, but we didn't know where for sure exactly.
Okay.
So
They like to do
we
that a
had
lot.
a lot of field events that we went to. We ended up going to Fort Irwin, California for NTC a couple of times for training out there in their little sandbox that they got.
Yep.
I was gonna say,
And
how was the training?
To put it easier to where I know Tony would probably understand it better, but to put it easier, playing in the sandbox really sucks because we don't have no phones and we don't have shit.
Okay.
And you got those little fucking, what are they, sand flies?
Yep, the sand flies
so-
out there.
So
you
what
go to-
exactly
you go
is
to
a
Paris
sand-
Island?
What is a sandbox? Is that what you call it? Is that what you called it?
Yeah, the sandbox.
What exactly is it? You're not just playing like in a sandbox, right? Like
No. So what it is basically with NTC is you get there and you're at NTC for about a month and a half. Once you get all your vehicles shipped there, all the soldiers from the division, battalions, who was ever going to be there for training is there. They put you in this little makeshift holding tented area that where you'll sleep. And then as you're getting ready with your trucks of loading them up of what you need on your trucks and the rest of your gear and equipment, then you'll load up and head out into the desert in the middle of nowhere, which we call the sandbox, where we do all our training where
it's
they
in the
had
middle
makeshift.
of the desert.
So
Yes.
would that be Paris Island?
No, it was
that's
not Paris
I know that's
Island. It was
Marines, but I didn't know if
actually-
you guys went over there. So
No, we were actually in California because we weren't
Okay.
that far from Los Angeles and all that.
okay. So yeah, so correct me if I'm wrong, but playing in the sandbox is kind of like a mirror of kind of what you'll see over in Iraq. So they want you to get used to the
Exactly.
climates and the terrain in order to
Exactly.
better train you to what you'll see over in Iraq. I know Iraq's mostly sandbox and Afghanistan is more mountainy.
Yep.
So
Exactly.
So with that being said, they bring you over to the sandbox. They'll train you in the sands, and you'll get a use or a feel for, what it's like running in the sands. Training, laying down, shooting, maneuvering, and operating.
And how long did you have to train in that?
2 weeks.
That was Wow. Okay.
Yeah, except Fire just made a good point. Except California doesn't have those huge ass camel spiders.
Exactly.
I saw videos on YouTube where people in the army are battling these what are they, camel spiders?
Dude, they're fucking. They're the size of my head. Dude, they're huge.
They laid them down with rubber bands so they would just stretch them all the way out to see how big they were. They kill scorpions.
Oh yeah.
Holy! You hit by one of those things? Woo!
We when there are times where we had a little bit of downtime for just a few minutes. We'd end up catching a camel spider and a scorpion. We'd end up making like a makeshift ring, and we'd let them go at it.
Gladiators!
No.
Gladiators, fight to the end.
I was like, what the hell am I watching right now? This is insane. This is real.
So when you finally found out, I'm sure you found out in the air where you guys were actually going.
Actually, we had orders a month and a half of saying exactly where we were going before we even deployed.
Okay, so if you're allowed to tell us where did you end up going for your first deployment?
I deployed to first when you go overseas over to Iraq or Afghanistan, the first place you end up going to is Camp Bearing over in Kuwait.
Kuwait, yep.
Camp Bearing is a processing station pretty much to process into the country and go, okay, this is our rules and regulations here. This is what we're going to do. This is the mission you're on. And then you continue a little bit of training there. You make sure your weapons are zeroed in, your trucks are good from shipping over and all that. And then from there, depending on how long they're going to hold you there, you'll be either flown out to Afghanistan or you go and drive into Iraq like I was.
So Slev, for the Slev and the viewers, so that would be considered a FOB or a forward operating base.
Yep.
That would be where everybody ships into and ships out to.
Okay.
And so from there you went to Iraq. You said
that's your main that's your main station.
Yes.
No.
Well, no.
So that is just a processing station. All it was is
okay.
Yeah.
Make
this
sure
is where you go. Make sure your paperwork's right for your will. Make sure your paperwork's right for your pay, hazard pay, your duty pay, everything like that. That way, when you go into country, you're not having to worry about none of that. You can worry about keeping you and your fellow battle buddies mission ready.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you got to the FOB, you got your orders from there, and you shipped out to.
I went to the most shithole you could ever be in for Iraq.
Oh.
Kazkal-Sul.
Oh my Jesus. Okay. Yep.
Right there by the main road
Oof.
in Iraq.
Okay.
Oh my.
Yeah. No, that's what we like to call a fucked up area.
Yep.
So take us through some of your reactions, some of your feelings, emotions when you first landed. When you first came into that place. Like you step off the truck or the plane or whatever, and you just you step out and you go, what?
I stepped the second I stepped off that C-130, I was like, holy fuck, dude, I'm in Hell's Kitchen.
Oh, God.
Because as soon as like you get all out of that air conditioned C-130, the big carrier for the military, as soon as you step off that plane, all that heat and just sand just hit you right in the face, and you're like.
Oh my God.
Step off into some nice 110-degree heat and 190-degree sand.
No, dude. So they told us when we were getting ready to go in Iraq that it was going to be a record-breaking summer. It hit 150 degrees.
No wonder why they're all mad over there.
They're hot. Shit.
They're fucking hot. Jesus. So,
Damn heat.
All right. So you stepped off. You went in. How long were you there before you hit your first mission outside the wire?
I was literally there for a day and a half to 2 days before I started going outside the wire because I got put on security detail to patrol our areas that we were protecting, plus the little villages that we were watching over.
Okay. So you as an sorry, guys.
No, you go.
So you as an 80 Mike, you would you drive the Humvee?
I drove the up-armored Humvee. I drove an up-armored PLS, LHS, and then I've also drove MRAPs and the up-armored Caymans.
Okay. All right. Nice. Go ahead, Slap.
So, yeah, I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of fun. I was going to ask, like, when you said that you started to go out, but how many people were on, like had to go out with you? It wasn't just you going out, right?
No.
Was there a minimum or was there a maximum, like?
So our security detail that I was a part of, literally had 3 to 4 trucks, depending on what mission we were doing at the time. Okay. And so when the up armored Humvees, we'd only roll out with 3 Humvees and everything, with everyone loaded up with 2 guys in the back, the driver, the TC, which is the passenger that controls the radio in our truck, and then we have our gunner up top of us.
Mm-hmm.
So 15-man teams.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then with the up armored Caymans or MREPs that we used, again, driver, the passenger in the front, you got your gunner. But in the back of the trucks, you have 6 guys total back there.
Okay.
So it varied on day-to-day missions, or it varied exactly on how many missions we were pulling a day.
Okay.
And what was the max amount of missions that you pulled on a day?
I have pulled over 200 missions when I was there in Iraq.
What about 200 total? Wow. And you were over there how long?
Do what?
You were over there how long?
A year.
So 200 missions in a year. So that was pretty much close to one a day, one every couple of days. Right, yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Wow. Jesus. Okay, that's a lot of missions.
Not only was I a part of the security force that had to check on the little villages and our security points and stuff like that, I was also part of a QRF, which is known as a Quick Response Force team.
Okay.
So when we started receiving incoming, or if we had another team out there from another company that was doing missions and they got hit by a mortar or an IED, or they got under fire, automatically within 10, I have to be ready and out that gate within 10 minutes for the QRF. So I was going on those missions as well.
During those 10 minutes, like, what is your, like, how do you prepare for that? Like, to get on these missions and get out there and start, just start getting out there.
You hit the ground.
So,
huh?
You hit the ground running.
It pretty much, dude. Yeah. Exactly.
Like no time.
One way for my team, we stayed ready for security missions and the QRF missions, is we kept our IBAs, our vests that we wore outside the wire, inside our trucks and everything, all ready for locked and loaded with all that stuff, carried our weapon around us. And as soon as our team leader got the word about what was going on, he literally ran into all our shoes and was pounding on the doors, mission, let's go, doors, and hurrying up to get to where we need to and everything.
Wow. So yeah, so it's
Fire says no amount of training can prepare you for what you face.
No,
no.
exactly.
Tony, what were you gonna say?
No, that was yeah, no, like you hit the ground running, and honestly, it's whatever you're doing, shit, showering, shaving, sleeping, doesn't matter what you're doing. You're up.
You get your shit on and you're gone.
You know, the whole thing 0 to 100. It's 0 to 200, and it's going out there because you don't only think about, oh shit, there's something going on. It's, oh shit, my brothers are out there and they need fucking help.
Exactly.
And I need to get there.
Yeah.
So it's all along the lines of, you don't even think at that point. It's more along the lines of just response.
Yeah.
And it's like, I need to get there. They need me. I need to fucking go.
Exactly. And it's the second, like, as soon as we get to our trucks, it's literally throwing our gear. We're all starting our trucks on, dropping the rhino noses on their trucks, throwing our Duke systems on and everything. And like, we're all getting this done with a matter of 5 minutes and everything to get ready to roll out that gate. Because as soon as we hit that gate, they open it up and we lock and load and we haul ass.
Yep, pedal to the metal and fucking go.
Yeah, Fire said she said you have people that sleep in full gear. Is that true? Like they're literally just wow.
There was quite a few times that I ended up actually sleeping in full gear.
Wow.
She also asked if you ever drove a striker.
Wait, what is a striker?
He'll explain. Because I don't even know.
Listen, I played it.
It's kind of hard to explain a striker. If Fire can explain it better for me, then go for it, Fire. But yes, I did get to drive a striker a couple of times.
So what kind of mission would you go on where you would take a striker with you?
It really just depended on various missions and everything. For strikers, really, those were more used for kind of stay put missions and everything to kind of put security forces out where we were at.
Okay.
And so I would have to actually drive the striker every now and then to get it in place if the guys were sleeping and everything for them, because they made sure we were trained on everything when we were over there.
Okay.
But on top of that, instead of also doing missions of outside the wire of security and QRF, I was also transporting ammo and food rations and stuff like that out to everyone else that was out their little camps or in their missions and stuff like that.
And Fire said, Striker is a family of 8-wheeled armored vehicles, armored fighting vehicles derived from the Canadian LAV-3.
4-wheel drive, 8x4, and can be switched to all-wheel drive, 8x8.
Yeah, so it's the one. So it's the one that you see that has the 4 wheels on each side.
Yep.
That sits low, but like goes like fucking 80 miles an hour.
Exactly. Like those were
heavily armored. Yeah.
Yes, it is. It is very armored.
So it's fast, but yet it's not. So it's not like a tank.
No.
Let's put it this way: the closest engine that will come to a tank is a Striker's engine, because the tank is the Abrams tank is literally ran by a jet engine.
It has to be, and they still do like what, 60 miles an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta look up a video for this.
Yeah, no, they're crazy. And back to the MRAPs too. The MRAPs are one of those the most heavily armored. I think one of the most heavily armored. Transport vehicles that go out there that can take IEDs like point blank and still fucking keep trucking.
Wow. Exactly, because and the thing about it is with the MRAPs and the Caymans is that they were so heavily up armored that instead of actually being able to pull open the door, they've had to put hydraulic systems onto the doors and stuff like that to open up everything for us so we can get inside the truck.
Wow.
And they didn't have that shit back in the fucking 40s and 50s.
No, exactly.
So, yeah. So that's crazy shit right there.
I'm telling you though, trying to get yourself when you're sticking out like this far in gear into a tiny little driver's seat that's this freaking close to the steering wheel. Exactly, Tony.
Oh my god.
Well, dude, the thing about it was when you were trying to get into the driver's seat of the Cayman or the MRAP, you couldn't just like sit in a regular vehicle. You had to climb all the way up to the top of the truck and then slide in feet first and then wiggle yourself in to get into the truck and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So to do that fast, it's gotta
exactly
squeeze it all in there. Oh
exactly.
My gosh. Wow.
That's
So
Jesus.
so let's just go a little different route. What did you do to stay occupied, just like keep your mind off of like being home, keep your mind off like what'd you do for fun with your
Um,
friends there?
when
Your brothers, I
I
should
had
say.
downtime, yeah, my brothers and sisters, when we had downtime and I wasn't calling back home and everything, of course any soldier would, as Fire and Tony would know, and anyone else out there watching as a veteran or military, we do write letters home all the time. But we do have also basketball courts there that we were able to play basketball. There was the MWR that had pool tables, video game systems that we could play. The USO was there as well too, to where we could kind of just chill there and everything, and just work together and play together as a team and all that.
Okay.
So that's
Golf says much respect and much love to you, Iron Man. Words can't say enough how much your service means to all of us for our safety and freedom. That's beautiful.
Much love to you too.
fuck yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
So I mean, at this point, we can get into. You got some crazy stories, you know, sad, funny, exciting, like anything you got like from when you ran any missions that stick in your head that you want to share with everybody. I mean, that's the floor is yours, man.
Pretty much the thing about over in Iraq is and all that. I mean, it did suck, but I felt safer outside the wire. It was a lot easier for me to deal with stuff outside of it. Granted, I was involved in 8 different IED blasts, and I did lose 2 of my best friends there. But it definitely was a thrill ride. I tell you, there ain't no fucking roller coaster ride that will compare of getting shot up almost 80 feet in the air in an IED blast.
Oh my
Jesus.
god.
And you know what? I hear that a lot from my buddies that have come back and who have also suffered from IED blasts and whatnot. That the adrenaline you feel, and that's why transferring back into civilian life is so hard for a lot of you military veterans, is because
Exactly.
the adrenaline rush and the thrill of being outside the wire and being in those gunfights, being in those blasts and whatever else goes on, and then coming back to civilian life, it's sometimes they what am I trying to say? They try so hard to keep
To have that adrenaline rush
get
again.
that thrill
They can't
back,
get it back,
and they
yeah.
can never get it
And
back.
that's where it comes down to 22 a day. That's where it comes down to veterans that have the severe PTSD, like I do myself and everything, is that we're fighting so hard with the VA and any type of help that we can get and everything, is because we don't want to become another number. We don't want to be another number in the system, but yet we got 22 veterans a day dying a day because of suicide, because they don't have that support system. They're not getting the help that they need, or they can't handle it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see
Well,
that a lot.
That's why Skunk said, he said, I wish we did a better job truly recognizing the sacrifice.
You know,
Exactly.
And there are, and I'm sure you can, Ron, I'm sure you can agree with this, is there are a lot of people out there still that appreciate what you've done and appreciate your service and the time that you spent protecting us back stateside, and just loving everything that you guys did. And you know,
Exactly.
but there are people.
I've ran into quite a few people actually here in the Tyler Lindell area of Texas where I live at and everything, because they're both nothing but a veteran community. They are all about supporting their vets. I mean, here on the 28th of September, they're here in Lindell, they're fixing to have a vet fest right now for all veterans on the 28th. So there's a lot of people out there. Exactly. Just actually, I want to say it was about a month and a half ago. We had a soldier come home, and everyone in Lindell stopped and lined up the streets, and all of us veterans gave our proper salute and everything as they drove the soldier home.
Wow.
That gives me fucking chills, dude.
Yeah.
Like I love that. Like just the support, like coming home and seeing that, like just like, and being able to be a part of that, it just fills you with like so much joy to know that, you know, one of our own, you know, came home safe.
Yeah. No, like I look up to you guys. Like, to be honest, I had the opportunity to go to the Army, and I just know in my heart, it's not so much not wanting to serve my country because I love my country. It's just that I don't think I would be able to handle it. So I feel like it takes a certain person of like to be able to be that strong, to be able to just put everything else, like this is what you're
Yeah.
going to focus on. You know what I'm saying? Like I was afraid of leaving my parents. I was at 18 years old. You left at 18 years old. Like for you to be able to do that, dude, I look up to you for that. I would never have been able to do it.
It definitely takes a different kind of mindset for anyone to join the military, and it's either one of those mindsets of either you're gonna make it a career, or you're just gonna do your 4 years and get out, or you're just not gonna do it.
I
It
had
definitely
friends that
takes
did it just for coming back to get a job. They were like, I need money. I'm going to sign up for the Army. I've
exactly,
had
and there's
friends that did
people that
that.
do that.
Yeah.
There is people that do that, and you've got the people who myself wanted to do the full 20 years, but that got cut short of me because I was actually medically discharged from the Army.
So you wanted the full 20. Wow.
Yep.
Because you have a love for it. You have a love for serving.
Yeah, if I was to be called back today, I would pack my stuff up and kiss my kids and my wife goodbye, and I've got to go do my job.
Wow.
So if you don't mind me
I idolize
asking,
that, dude.
yeah, I do too, 100%. And if you don't mind me asking, if you want to talk about it, what got you to the medically retired? Like, what was the instance where that happened? If you want to talk about, yeah,
talking.
Part of it was actually with me having severe PTSD. Part of it was actually having a really shitty childhood with my mother. But the military, from being deployed, really cranked it up to a higher volume because of watching my two best friends actually die in front of me, and one of them in my hands, and then going through the 8 different IED blasts that I went through in the trucks. On top of that, having my spinal cord literally going through the bascule like this, and then slamming back down with all that 240 plus pound gear on me doesn't help much either with my knees. But also, as a truck driver, I'm climbing up on the back of my trucks, making sure the loads are strapped down correctly and everything quickly. Not only here in stateside to transport it correctly and safely, but overseas we got to do it in a timely, fast manner, because that's your life right there if you are taking your time and everything.
Yeah.
So it's been a multiple of things of having back problems, shoulder problems, knees, PTSD that led up to me getting out. And actually, I was sweeping the motor pool on the line of the motor pool where our trucks were at to close out our motor pool for the weekend and everything. And my legs just gave on me right then and there, and I dropped.
Wow.
jeez.
I was one of those soldiers that was hua, and I pushed my body's limits to its max, and I kept going and kept going and kept going until my body finally said, "No, you're done. You got to stop."
Wow.
So there's only so much you could do. Like you need your. How else can you do anything if your body
exactly,
doesn't want
and
you to do it?
hence,
Even though your heart and your mind is that you want to, and I guarantee you would crawl to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like to.
oh yeah, most definitely, and
Ah,
hence
I look up,
why
man.
part of my name
Wow.
is Iron Man,
Iron Man.
because that was actually my call sign in the military.
Wow, man. Mr. Starks over here.
All right. So the SPC in front. Now, did you retire with the rank of specialist?
Yes,
Okay.
as y'all can see, that is the rank I do have on my
Wow.
PC.
Okay. All right. So you retired as a
I
specialist.
noticed behind you there's a bunch of goodies. There's a bunch of.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a second. I'll grab some stuff for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
We got to see some of the.
So behind him, he's got. I think what we see is he's got his medals. He's got some pictures of time that he spent and everything, and just it's unbelievable. This guy is.
That's a lot.
Yeah, he's one of America's heroes. Like, I definitely look up to him and everything.
Yeah. I idolize, man. I could never for me to. I always thought about it, but I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to college. I'm gonna do that thing, and I always wanted to get the experience of it, but I was terrified.
Yeah.
I was terrified.
No, I mean, like you said before, it takes a special kind of person, and because I was the same way. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go in, but then baseball was a career, it was a possibility for me. So I was like, you know what, gotta go to college, you know, I got to try and play baseball, and I end up like blowing my arm out. So like, which one, you know, if I could go back, what would I do?
Yeah.
You know,
I was dating a chick. I should have just said fuck it.
Right?
I was like, I'm not gonna leave you, baby. What am I talking about? And then yeah, it's over.
Yeah. So it's like everything happens for a reason, you know, like, and everybody does what they do and whatnot. So
Exactly. So
what do you got?
one
For
of the
us?
things I picked up from Iraq when I was deployed was we had a little Haji market where they could make different stuff, or we'd buy DVD players and movies and like that. And so
wow.
I've gotten a flag from the Iraqi flag with the American flag on it, made for
Wow.
me, and it's got my name with the year I deployed and the Operation New Dawn that I was a part of,
New
all
Dawn,
written
yep.
in Iraqi.
Wow. I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah, honestly, neither have I. That's actually
beautiful.
pretty awesome.
And that hangs up by my front door. So that is the
Wow.
first thing I see every day I walk in that front door.
To kind of remind yourself, like, I'm a
Exactly.
badass.
Yeah, Fire left for the Army when her daughter was turning 6.
Air Force.
Air Force, yeah.
Oh God, here we go.
I did not know that.
Air Force.
Wait, is that bad? Is there a rival between the Army and the Air Force?
There's a rival between every branch of the military.
It's every branch. Okay, so the whole thing about it is, yes, all together with the military, we are a family.
Said, fuck you.
I love you, Fire.
Wait, time out. So Fire. I'm on your side here, Rod. So we got Fire over here, who's on basic training, whatever, sleeping in like these nice 4-star hotels with these nice hotel rooms, while you guys are out in fucking tents in the mud. All right. They got home cooked meals, and you guys got fucking what are they called?
Oh my goodness.
What are those ready eats?
So when we got to actually go to
MREs, that's what they were.
When we got to go to AJ, which is Aragon, an Air Force base over in Iraq, huge as fuck, fucking swimming pool, fucking defects cooking steak and fucking lobsters with McDonald's.
She said because our shit is better. That's why.
Oh, okay, yeah. The Air Force has the most money. That's why.
No, they get the most money of the budget.
Yeah, because of the planes and
Marines.
Whatnot.
Yep, exactly. And then Marines get the hand-me-downs from the Army, and Navy's just Navy.
The Navy's just Navy. Urban, sorry, dude.
What do you guys think about the Marines, though? Is that completely
current eaters?
What? Oh my gosh, you're all serving the country, though.
Yeah. So here's the thing, and you can back me up too, because this is what my buddies have told me. You guys got these little friendly rivalries going on, but if one of you are being attacked by somebody else, you guys all have each other's backs.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Like when one of my QRF missions that I did over in Iraq was, we did have some Marines in country with us and everything, and they were actually getting bombarded hard with mortars and grenades getting thrown at them, and just fire and everything. And as soon as we heard like they needed help, they called us up, and we just rolled out, and it's that rivalry goes out the door, and we help our brothers and sisters. We are all one big happy family, but we do have that rivalry between every branch.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Urban.
It's like,
so when
like the Jets versus the Giants, but yet I always want them to beat the Patriots.
Yeah. Not gonna fucking happen, buddy. Not gonna fucking happen.
It's just like when it comes to every single year. It's just like every single year with college football with the Army versus Navy.
Yeah. Oh, I heard that game.
That is a huge dude. It is a huge ass game, and everyone gets lit up and all that.
I bet. You go crazy.
So remember when I said sorry, Urban, about the Navy? He goes, "Don't be sorry. It's true."
So actually, this is another one of the things I want to show you guys. This is actually my deployment coin I received with my one of my rewards.
Okay.
That I got for when I was deployed.
Wow.
And the way they did our year for our deployment was we did 6 months in Iraq, because we ended up pulling out of Iraq when Obama pulled us out and everything.
He just quoted.
Yeah. A lot of the military hated Obama. A lot of the military hated Obama.
And so when we pulled out, we were We were told that we were actually going to be home for the holidays and all that, but they didn't tell us specifically what holiday it was. Actually,
is he talking?
There he is. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm still here.
Yep, you're good. You're good.
Okay. And so we actually found out that we were staying a whole another 6 months in Kuwait at Camp Beering, which royally fucking sucked. I'd rather have chosen AJ to have my steak dinner fire. But being over there too was it was a good time because we had a lot of bands come through for concerts and stuff like that, like Puddle of Mud, Tech Nine.
Oh shit!
Nice. Kobe Keith came through for us. They did concert. We had Jordan Sparks. The Charger cheerleaders actually came over on Valentine's Day for us and did something special for us.
That's awesome.
Okay.
And
wait, they flew over to?
Yes.
I'm telling you, man. Gotta love the NFL.
And Slev, I love you.
Shut up right now.
There's autographs right there, a 5-finger death punch on my deployment patch.
What the hell?
Shit, let's go.
Jesus, dude. Wait. Here's another thing. You mentioned all these bands and all this fun stuff. What about wrestling? You said that wrestling was a big.
Yes.
They came over there for what? Our Army for the.
Okay, so. Tribute to the Troops is the biggest thing that Tribute to the Troops that WWE does is the biggest thing that they do for the veterans and everything. Now with WWE, they also do free tickets to the military to any live event and everything, minus maybe pay-per-view events and all that. I can't quite remember.
Okay.
But when I actually got to Fort Hood in 2010, they actually just started coming back stateside, and I got voluntold, as Tony said, to set up the equipment and sound system, help set up the sound system and everything for WWB there at Fort Hood.
Okay.
And so I got a chance to actually meet all the wrestlers there that was going to be there. I got a chance to meet P. Diddy, Cedric the Entertainer, and a couple other famous people that were there too and everything. So one of the coolest things that I've always wondered, because I've been a huge fan of WWE, was what it would be like to have the Big Show put you up in the fucking air for a chokeslam.
I'm out of this conversation.
I would love it.
So this is all you and Slev.
Big Show, Tony.
Huh?
You don't know the Big Show?
Nah.
You've never heard of the Big Show?
Nope.
And so I actually did have. Wow, Tony.
Yeah,
but
have you ever seen? I'm sorry. Have you seen the Water Boy?
Mm-hmm.
You know, remember that wrestler that he won Captain Inferno, whatever his name was?
Captain Inferno.
Captain Inferno.
That's
exactly. That's the Big Show.
That's the Big Show.
Oh, all right.
So I had him actually grab me by the throat and everything like he does, and he actually held me up in the air, and I was like, "Yep, I'm good. Go ahead and put me down."
Captain Insano.
Oh yeah, it's Captain Insano. That's what you said. Inferno.
Whatever, I forgot.
Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Something.
I've got to meet John Cena. I've got to meet Lita. I've got to meet Rey Mysterio, the Hardy Boys, Triple H.
That's awesome.
I got to meet a lot of wrestlers, and I've been a fan of it.
They do that. They do it every year, and just to get
and
back.
Actually, I've got one on you too against Love for WWE.
If you're gonna say this person, I don't think you're gonna say this one person.
Becky Lynch.
I did get to meet Becky, and I did get to have her kiss on my cheek.
Yes. Yes, I'm so glad you fucking said that. Let's go.
And I've also
Andy got a kiss from her.
She kissed me on the cheek.
No.
Let's go.
You deserve it.
But another really cool thing was and everything, and I don't know if a lot of people actually know this about Brock Lesnar, but
he got a big old dick.
He is.
Wait, what was that? What'd you say, Tony?
I said he got a big old dick.
But Brock Lesnar is actually from Webster, South Dakota, which was about a good 30 minutes from where I lived in South Dakota.
Oh, wow.
So growing up, when I would go work on farms as a ranch hand and plow the fields and stuff like that, I actually got the opportunity to meet Brock Lesnar and watch him play football in high school and wrestle up in college and everything. And
wow.
His character he plays.
He's a big farmer. He's a big farmer, man.
He's a big boy, dude. But he's such a gentle giant and everything as well too in person. But so don't let that big old scary beast he is scare you. He's a huge supporter of the military, and he's just a downright homegrown country boy that does what he needs to do and everything. And enjoys life.
Love that.
That's awesome.
Love that.
So
it's a lot of positive. I love hearing about that. Just a lot of good things. The bands, the wrestling, everything that they at least tried to do for you while you're over there.
Exactly.
To make it as I'm not gonna say as easy as possible, but like to just let off a little bit of
exactly, like having that little bit of downtime that we got from the concerts of the bands that came through, or the comedian entertainers like Jeff Dunham that rolled through, and Gabriel Iglesias rolled through as well too, and everything. Just having that little bit of downtime during our deployment was also motivating for us, because it got us a chance to kind of breathe and relax, but also have a good time and go, hey, we know that you guys are over here, but we are back here in the States. We all miss you guys, and y'all are in our hearts and prayers.
Hell yeah. I love that.
Well, all right then.
So, all right. Well, here's a big question. All right. Like, so you said you've been out of it for 4 years.
Yep.
So after everything's said and done, you came home. What did you do when you got home? What was your what was your first feeling flying back home?
Back home from when I got out of the from my deployment, everything is like, oh my God, I'm going to see my family again. I'm going to see my daughter.
And how long was it since you saw them?
I was gone for a whole year.
A year. Wow.
How old was your daughter when you left and when you came back? I
left 2 weeks after my daughter was born.
Wow.
And I came back 6 days after her first birthday.
Wow.
So I missed all those firsts and everything. So I was fortunate enough and lucky to actually be there for her being born and everything, because there's a lot of guys that don't even get that chance either as well too in the military.
Yeah. Jesus. So 2 weeks after she got you, we were there for the 2 weeks. You were able to hold her, then having to kiss her goodbye and your wife goodbye, and then leave for a year. Like that must have been really like.
Oh yeah, it definitely was really tough and everything. And down towards the end of my deployment, I really didn't try to call home too much and everything, because there was some situations going on back home that I had suspicions on, and I actually were proven the night I got home. I actually found out that my daughter's mother was cheating on me when I was deployed.
No. Wow.
Yeah.
One
of my buddies went through that. One of my best friends.
Yeah,
I told Slev the story earlier, and one of my best friends, absolute best friend,
so angry, man.
came back and actually didn't find out his daughter was his until she turned 7.
Wow.
So
why? Are they just alone? They're figuring like, all right, he's not coming home. Like, I
honestly I couldn't tell you what goes through the head.
I'm getting antsy just thinking about it. It's wild.
All right, so Fire just sent me a DM real quick here on Discord. She's like,
what'd she say?
I got to go to an army base, but we couldn't walk on the fucking grass.
Oh my God.
Hey, y'all have the nice computers and shit, Fire and all that, but yet we gotta have something. Come on.
Yeah, we want our fucking grass, all right? Like.
Oh my God. So what was your reaction to all that?
Actually, I was heartbroken, because I was married to my daughter's mother for 4 years. And so finding out that night when I just came home from my deployment, that she was cheating on me, it did hurt. It did break my heart, and it caused me to go through a lot of emotions. And I was actually smart enough to get a hold of a couple battle buddies of mine that I was actually playing a game with on Xbox 360, and saying, hey, I'm coming over. I need to talk, get our chain of command there. And I just need to stay there for a few days. And so I packed up my stuff into my duffel bags that I needed for work when we were able to go back to work. And I loaded up the car, kissed my daughter goodbye and everything. And I went over to the house when I could to go see her and spend time with her. But that night when I was about to get in the car in the same apartment area that we lived in, there was a dude that walked behind me and tapped my shoulder. And I looked at him like, who the hell are you?
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, is Monica up there?" And I'm like, "Yeah, who are you?" She's, "Oh, I'm one of her boyfriends that she's fucking around with right now and everything while her husband's deployed." I was like, "Oh,
my
really?"
God. Did you knock him out right there?
I slammed the door shut, dude, and I laid his ass out.
Yeah.
Like,
Holy
I'm fucking
shit.
her husband, and I just got home, and I laid his ass out, and I threw his ass in the trash can.
And that's how you found out?
Yeah, it confirmed everything right then and there.
He came out and just fucking said that?
Yeah.
Like, what? Dude.
That happens so much, though, on military bases and whatnot. Like,
It does.
It's unbelievable.
But I don't get it. Like, because okay. See, I'm that type. Like, I see all the videos and I see the good and the bad. Like, I always see the military coming home and their wives or their husbands are waiting for them and life is good. Like, they're excited. Like, yet where was your wife to greet you? You know, like that. Like,
she was there because the thing about it is during the day when I got home, and they let us go to spend time with our family to go home and relax and whatnot. We were all lovey-dovey and, "Oh, honey, I miss you," and all that other stuff. But that night is when it all happened, because the way it started was I was playing games on the Xbox, and when she said, "I've got to tell you something." So right then and there, my heart skipped a beat, and I'm like, "Yep, I already know what I thought in the back of my mind."
Wow, dude.
What, baby? Everyone, real quick, this is my lovely, gorgeous wife.
Hi.
Hi.
See, it's meant to be, right?
Your question of why they do this, these women are lonely and it's not an excuse. And they think that they can get away with it. And they think that nobody's going to find out and that it's not going to hurt anybody because they think, well, they left me, so I can do whatever they want to, what I want to them. And it's not right.
No. Right. Oh my God. Perfectly said.
That's Jesus Christ.
You have a good girl right there.
Funny thing, she actually helped me come up with my name for Twitch.
I love it.
That's awesome.
See, that was gonna be another topic that we're gonna have is, okay, you come home, from the army and all that.
I come home from my deployment, went through my divorce with my first ex-wife.
Wait, can we time out real quick?
Go ahead.
Just go back. So was the only place you deployed Iraq?
Yes.
Okay, so
I only deployed the one time.
You only deployed that one time. Okay, so then you just stayed
for an actual hazard duty station overseas. Yes, but the other time I got over to go to another country with the army and everything was Germany.
Okay.
But that wasn't really a deployment. That was more of a 3-month training with our fellow allies.
Okay. Yep. Okay. My buddy's also done that where he didn't get. It wasn't a deployment. It's more training. And he was he was military police for the Army National Guard, and they sent him over for 3 months, and that's what they did. They sat in Germany, they trained people, and they sat on duty technically. So when you came out active, you went active, inactive, or however you want to say it. You went on like, what's it called? I'm asking you.
So when I got back stateside, I stayed active for another 4 more years because I did re-enlist because I just got my rank and I wanted to push on to get my E5 rank, which was a sergeant. But my body was just getting to that point where it was telling me I needed to quit, and I just kept pushing and pushing until my body finally said enough. But as well too, as Fire will know and Tony knows and anyone else that's in the military, you do end up with that piece of shit chain of command that doesn't care about the soldiers, doesn't care about their company or anything like that. They are only about themselves, and they're so power hungry. And I've actually ended up with an NCO for my team leader who would always call me a piece of shit. I didn't know my job and all this other shit, but yet I was always the lead truck on every single mission that we had to do.
Yeah. They just wanted to knock you down for no reason.
Exactly. And it's stupid how a lot of people actually end up doing that and everything, but it's the bullshit that we faced in the military. There's no grass is greener on either side at all.
Well, Fire says, you have them. I was lucky enough that my higher ups were amazing. See, Fire, you're gonna make it worse. you in the nice hotel rooms and stuff like that. Now she had a nice general.
But I ended up getting divorced from my first wife, and it was just a constant battle for me just to try to see my daughter. And so I ended up actually getting married again for a second time, and
To
that
her again? You went
no,
back? Oh, I went to someone else.
no,
Okay.
to someone else. And that one actually, I was pretty much as well young and stupid. I just got a relationship, didn't get my time self to heal, and I wanted to be in another relationship right off the bat. And she ended up cheating on me too and everything, but I also found out that she was using me as well too for the benefits and for my money I was making and everything.
Tag chasers.
Yes, Tony, I saw you. Yes,
Tag chasers.
I saw you roll your eyes, Tony.
Fucking so women or men, because it happens now too with men.
Yeah,
they're called tag chasers, and it's girls or it's women or men who just date people in the military to try and to reap their benefits. And it happens between police officers too. They're called badge bunnies.
yep.
You know, it's just people who only date within a certain thing to get
The benefits, the money,
benefits,
and
the
everything
money,
else.
the fucking glory, whatever the fuck. Like, oh, my husband, my wife's in the military. Oh, they're a police officer. Like, so it happens all over the fucking place, and it's just
exactly.
It's kind of gross. Not gross in the sense not gross in the sense of like ew, but it's like gross and it's like the fuck you doing.
Exactly.
You know,
He
so
called me a badge bunny.
it's because you'd be on my dick. What? Sorry.
Wow, chicka, wow, wow.
He ain't lying. He ain't lying.
But I had a good friend of mine that
Sisu was in the military as well.
He was.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Sisu was. And I just want to read out what Botch says. So sorry to hear that happened to you, Iron Man. It's not right that someone you love broke your trust when you were saving them and keeping them safe.
Yep.
I do appreciate that, and it sucks, but I've learned to heal from it, and I've learned to move on from it. I mean, it took a little bit of soul searching and fixing myself, but I did get there.
Yeah.
But
so you went through. So
I
go back
had
to
a good friend of mine that I was playing PlayStation. Go ahead, start, Tony.
No, so you just started breaking up real quick. So you had a good friend of yours playing PlayStation. What happened?
Yeah. He actually, when I was still married to my second married to my second ex-wife still, we would still go to Fort Irwin for the training in the sandbox still and everything, just in case that we got called up to go get deployed again. And he actually found on her Facebook a bunch of pictures of her lingerie and other stuff like that and everything that she was posting on Facebook and having all these guys commenting on and everything. I was like, yep, okay, time to go.
Wow, dude.
Was this your buddy or was this you?
Do what?
Was this your buddy or was this you?
Did this happen to you or your buddy?
This happened to me.
This happened. Oh,
this was my second ex-wife posting those pictures out there on public and doing whatever guy came through.
What the hell?
Kind of like a Facebook Tinder.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
But you were stateside when this was happening.
Right back to what?
You were stateside when this was happening.
Yeah. I was in California when this shit was happening. When I came back home, like nothing would be going on behind my back and shit. But yet when I go somewhere else or I was out in the field for 2-3 weeks, that's when it all happened.
Because I know you're not coming home, you know? You're not,
exactly.
They can't get caught within that time. I just
exactly
the mindset of people, it just drives me insane. Like your man or your girl, they're going away to serve the country. Just why? Respect them, love them. It's just like I don't get it, man. I just don't know why people are such low life scum like that. You know, like, and you were married for a while too. Like that's the other thing. I was like, you weren't just dating, and you went away, and some girl decided, F it. You were married.
Yeah.
It's like,
yep.
So you.
But
go ahead. But what?
Go ahead, Tony.
No. I'm moving kind of like forward. So if you get.
Okay. So I got fed up with her shit and everything. I got rid of. I divorced her and parted ways with her and her family, and I just kind of floated around. I ended up getting a job. Got through the rest of my career in the military before my med board hit. got my DD-214, as every person in the military says, fuck you, I'm gone. Once I got out of the military, I ended up working at a job with a good friend of mine that I deployed with as a bouncer at a country nightclub. And that's where I kind of started realizing I was not going to be able to do anything else at all for another job and everything, because being in large crowds with my PTSD, it sent off my anxiety. I was going almost into panic attacks that I had to try to control myself.
Mm-hmm.
And so trying to keep myself together while I'm protecting everyone that's drinking and everything, just it really didn't help at all. But it got to the point where I finally realized, I'm done. I need to try to push with the VA to get the ratings I deserve, that I know I should have gotten when I first got out of the military and everything. Because when I got out from the Army, I got a 70% rating from the VA, which is not bad at all.
No, 70% is pretty good.
I pushed for about 2.5, 3 years. What?
Oh, he's lagging.
Yeah, hold on one second.
Hold on a second. Wait. The catch up.
Hold on, chat. Yeah, no, so 70% is pretty good. Can you hear us, Ironman?
Yeah, he's lagging. We got him. He'll come back. I feel like he goes through
I'm
this.
trying to hear you guys. My internet's
Bring him back.
Sorry, guys. I do pause for.
It's all right. We'll just wait. No problem.
Yeah, take your time.
We got all night, brother.
I need another beer, but I'm going to wait until the podcast is over.
I already drank 3. I need another one, too.
No, come back. Bear with us, chat. Bear with us.
Bear with us, chat.
I think he was talking, and it's like catching him up. I think that's what the robot does.
That's what the robot does.
The robot, yeah. Every time like I don't have service, I'm driving, I'm in Discord.
Yeah.
They say that like I sound like a robot. Yeah, you heard it before.
Oh yeah.
But it's like I'm already done speaking, yet the robot's like.
So while he's waiting, real quick, I just got a raid from Gabooty. Gabooty. What's going on, girl? Thank you so much for that raid. I appreciate it. I hope your stream went well. I hope it went well.
Give a huge shout out to Evan for subscribing at tier 3.
Woo! 3.
There we go.
Again,
there we go.
Welcome back. Hey, and Ghost comes in.
There
and says,
we go. Sorry about
cutie.
that, guys. My internet's sucking.
No, don't even worry about it.
It's good. It's good. So you ended off saying that you came out with 70%.
I just gotta say one thing real quick. Disease just said text ass internet.
Text ass internet.
Yes.
Listen, I don't think Disease is the one to fucking talk, where his internet just shits the bed like every day for like 20 minutes.
Oh, wait, you lost him again?
No.
There, he's back. He's back.
There we go.
All right.
All right, we're good.
That's
but yeah, I got out with 70%. So I wanted a little bit more of a rating, because just being able to not only pay my child support and be able to survive myself, I knew I deserved a better rating, because my body was just not wanting to work properly anymore. So it took me about 2.5 years to 3 years of getting to 90% with the rating that I have now. But just recently, last year, December, I did add the individual unemployable status on top of my 90%, which adds up to me basically being 100% disabled now. So I'm a stay-at-home father while my wife has the choice of working or not if she wants to.
So they take care of you now.
Exactly.
You got what you should have gotten from the beginning.
Exactly.
Good.
So it took a while to get there, but you kept
it
going,
did take a while to get there.
You kept going.
It's one of those things that a lot of people don't realize, and everything is it's a process that you have to fight and push and shove your foot up someone's ass to go, hey, this is what I deserve. This is what I went through. And here's my medical record showing the proof that it's all there.
Yeah. Telling you, it's like they just want they can easily give it to you, but they always got to fight. I just feel like that's in anything.
Exactly.
Anything that has to do with that. It's like, what the hell? Just give it. Just do it. They deserve it.
So tell me this now. So you ended up divorcing your second wife because you ended up finding her cheating as well. When did you meet this lovely wife you have now?
I actually met my lovely wife back in the end of 2018.
So you guys have been married just over a year.
We've been married now for a year.
Wow, congratulations, man.
Very nice. Congrats.
Thank you.
You know, it
Since
seems
I've
really
been,
good. She seems really supportive. You know,
she she was raised as a military brat as well. So
Okay.
it definitely helps because she was around her grandfather that was in the army as well, and her dad was army as well too, and everything. So her having that background definitely helps a lot because she understands the PTSD aspect of it, and then she knows what she's got to do to help me if I go into a
Oh, I love
flashback
that.
and everything.
she understands the
And
life,
exactly,
and that's perfect.
Yeah, and she's willing to help you through it, which is
exactly,
that's beautiful. I truly believe that you people go through life, all right, and things happen. It gets thrown in your face, but I believe things happen for a reason. All that bullshit you had to go through after coming home, thinking, "Hey, life is gonna be great. I'm back home." I believe it led you to your wife now. Like
exactly,
you're meant to go on your certain path, and this could be your very well path. You know what I'm saying?
Everything happens for a
exactly,
reason.
Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
exactly. It does. Because once me and my wife got together, things started to definitely look on the up and up. Because from the time I divorced my second ex-wife to me getting with my wife I'm married to now, um, between that time frame, I actually the 2 years that it was, I didn't really date at all because I wanted to work on myself
Of course.
and try to get myself happy again and try to get the help I needed from the VA and not only get myself physically and mentally better if I could and everything, but I've also wanted to try to get back on my feet because with not really having a good living situation either, I wasn't going to have my daughter come stay with me and everything and have her see what I was going through and be around that and everything. So I kept calling her when I was supposed to and talk to my daughter and all that, but I was not going to have her physically see what daddy was going through.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you've been with her for just over a year. You've I'm
It'll
assuming
be
hopefully
2 years this November, actually,
2 years this November. Wow. Okay.
that we've been together. Yep.
So I'm guessing you've acclimated the best you can as of now. You get better every day.
Exactly. Where we live at now, I definitely got a VA system that actually does care about its soldiers. It's a smaller VA system. It's part of Dallas, but it's a smaller clinic that I go to. And the doctors and the counselors and everyone else actually listens to us veterans and make sure we get the help we need and make sure we have everything we need as well. So I'm actually on the right medication for my PTSD, for my anxiety, my depression, and my nightmares and all that stuff. So granted, I take a cocktail of pills every morning and night, but it's something that actually works and helps me function as a normal human being.
Okay. Yeah, one of my buddies, my best friend, I was telling you about, takes like that cocktail you're talking about every day.
Yep.
Going back to the social anxiety to the point where it physically makes him like want to throw up, and he wakes up every
Baby.
morning.
Hang on, sorry, bro.
Yeah. Fireball says that's admirable, working on bettering yourself despite all the shit that happens.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. Yep.
And then actually, we've got a couple of additions to our family, or not a couple, 3 additions to our family. One and all 3 of them are pit bulls, but
Yes.
one of them, I need you to like that, Slev. Hang on.
Yes, sir.
Because another thing that helps me as well too, and I don't know if your buddy's got this as well, Tony, is my puppy. She's about 7 months now. She is my service dog.
Oh my god. Oh,
This is Valkyrie.
should we have Valkyrie and Dexter meet?
Dude, that's fine with me.
Let's get Dexter out here to see your puppa. Let's see if he actually sees something.
He's
Go
getting
get
Dexter. His pit bull.
Well, we have 3.
Good girl. Well, hang on. He's getting Dexter to meet him. Yeah, good girl.
I can't pick my dog up. She's 100 pounds.
I got you, brother.
I'll get her down here too, though. Dixie.
We got the whole dog fam. You are sweating. It's like, why are you so hot?
All right, baby girl.
Girl's fucking running. We're getting the puppies on for you guys. Come here. Come here. Up.
Did you fart
Jump
that?
up. Come here.
He probably did, Slev.
Up. Come on. Come on. Up.
Oh.
German Shepherd.
You say hi?
Kilo.
You're tired, huh? You tired,
But
big girl?
my first service dog. Come here, buddy.
Come here.
This would be Kilo. He is my first service dog I had. But when my wife and I got together,
Up.
he betrayed me.
He betrayed
Yeah, I know.
Up, 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 up. Come on. Up.
He became a mama's dog.
Come on.
A mama's
So-
dog.
He betrayed me.
Come on.
How did he betray you?
Yeah, how did he betray you?
As soon as mom walks through that door, he's all about mom and he ignores dad.
Oh, God. There she is.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah, she's beautiful. Go ahead on, Dex.
So having my Valkyrie as my service animal and Kilo as well too, they help me without being in public and alert me and let me know what's going on. Like one time, we were walking through some type of city festival going on here in Lindale and everything, and there was a dude running towards us, but he wasn't running towards us. He was just trying to run past us to help close up everything because it started storming.
Yep.
But Kilo nudged up against me and lightly growled to say, "Hey, Dad, someone's coming."
Okay.
So having my service animals helps me out a lot in public and everything.
Yeah.
And so being able to have that is another form of therapy as well for me,
Awesome.
as well as doing video games and drawing and painting and everything.
Well, that's what I also wanted to, because we're gonna probably like 10 more minutes.
Well,
I want to know, what got so why do you stream? Like,
What got you into it?
yeah, what got you into it? Like, did you ever, because you play video games, I'm guessing when you were younger, as you got older,
Yeah.
but like, what made you, press that go live button?
I originally have been wanting to stream and get to make friends another way and everything, because being in the military, it's you have that friendship right there with anyone else. But being outside of the military and not really knowing anyone and having the PTSD to deal with, it's hard to make friends. It's hard to go outside of your house and everything when you've got that social anxiety and the panic of all the crowd and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
being able to hit that go live button and just being able to play a video game that I love with everyone watching and I get to know and everything is a wonderful thing. And so, but not only does I get to make friends that way and get to meet new people and be a part of an amazing community of Avenger friends, I also get to use it as a form of therapy as well for my PTSD.
Okay. Yeah. I get that. I get that a lot.
Yeah.
Like my buddy, when he came back, same thing, video games. And he was actually talking about starting up a community center of video games to help veterans cope and come back to a place where you guys could go and just have fun with each other and play video
Exactly.
games.
Yeah, too bad I'm not going to mention any names, saying video games influence bad. You heard about that argument, correct?
Yeah, they
Oh,
don't.
God,
That's
yes.
a beautiful thing that your buddy wants to do that for a positive, because that's exactly what gaming is. It's to talk to your buddies, escape reality for a little bit, have fun, and just it doesn't
Exactly.
make sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I did also say too and everything, I do drawing a little bit, and one of the drawings I actually showed you, Slev, but Tony hasn't seen it. No one else has either that will, but I'm currently working on that right now.
Is that me?
Wow.
I thought it was a unicorn at first. I see a dragon. I saw the point.
Oh
I'm
my
just kidding.
goodness.
But
Is that me?
Thank you.
Yeah, no, that was really good. I like it a lot.
Very artistic.
But being a part of Avenger Friends and getting to know you, Slev, and Tony, and Fire, and Disease, and AZ, and Lucky Phoenix, and Kitty Avenger, and everyone else, and Wicked Live as well.
He's about to say, "What am I, chopped liver?" That's what he said. You said the
Wicked
best for
Live.
last.
Wicked Live actually was the one that started helping me get into streaming heavily and everything, and started giving me my advice. So yes, Wicked, from the bottom of my heart, dude. And as a brother, thank you so much for helping me and continue helping me grow.
Nice. I like that.
Love that.
So
But
you got into it just because, you know, it was just something that you always wanted to do, is just hit that go live button, because it
yes,
helps you cope a little more. And then you're able to talk to people too and have a community and just have fun doing what you like to do.
exactly.
Okay.
What's Iron Man's Twitch? We're gonna plug it. We can plug it right now. It's actually it's his name above with the logo, but we're gonna give the shout out at, towards the end. We can give one now if you guys want to give out a shout out.
Yeah. So we got shout out SPCIronManGamin.
I should give heavy 9 until the number, man. You know this. You know this, heavy. It's not happening until it hits. Hold on.
I'm gonna post a multi again. Been doing that all day. But yeah, so chat, we're plugging Iron Man's in. Make sure you go give him a follow. He's a part of Avenger Friends as well, so show him the love. You guys know what's up. So you hit that. So what keeps you going? What keeps you going streaming wise?
Streaming wise, it's really my family. My wife always checks on me and goes, "Hey, have you streamed today? How'd you do today for your stream? How many followers did you gain?" She's not too heavy into it, but she fully supports me playing video games and fully supports me being a streamer. And my kids are behind it as well. My kids are always asking questions. And me being a father, I strive myself of, I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to reach my next goal. I'm going to reach that next mile marker that I set for myself and everything, because I'm showing my kids, if you put in the hard work and you don't stop, if you don't stop and you don't quit, you're going to achieve what you want. You're going to be where you want to, and you're going to live the life you want.
Truth.
Like with my family, in my family, everyone is still renting houses and trying to figure out what they're going to do with their life. I make almost $5,000 a month because of my benefits that I receive from VA and Social Security, and on top of that, I'm only 29 years old. I'm already owning my whole house. The first person in my family owning their own house, and it's on an acre lot. And like, my family is trying to hit me up. I'm like, no, you guys are. I'm done with you.
Yeah. So you're
I'm
saying
sorry.
Your family gave up on you, and now they just want you more?
I was the black sheep of the family, dude.
Wow. See, like, it's like everyone just turns their back on you.
Yeah.
Yet you're doing something that's so important for this country. Yet the people that should be supporting you the most aren't.
I've always been a fighter in my family, dude. I've always been the black sheep, because I wasn't consumed the proper way into with my family and everything, because I was a result of a one-night stand. And my whole family is all Catholics, and they're the hardcore Catholics. So with me not being consumed the right way after marriage and all whatnot, so that's how I got to be the black sheep. And I'd rather see it as a person.
Matter, so it's like,
exactly.
What the fuck? How can they blame you? Like, unreal.
But I just see it as a challenge, and I keep pushing.
You see it a lot?
Yeah, you see that a lot. Like, it's
really
the person's family sometimes like never truly backs you up. And I don't know if that's more along the lines of they don't agree with what you're doing, or they just know, like, they don't want you to leave.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like a mixture of both. Like,
yeah,
you know, that I've seen a lot. It's like, you know, it doesn't make sense. You know, so with yours, it was they didn't have the same beliefs you did, so that's what made you the black sheep. It's not that they didn't want you to go in to do it; it's that your beliefs weren't the same.
Yeah,
exactly. Basically,
Charles said us black sheeps are more fun anyway.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Greatly appreciate that, Sir Charles. But the military was a way for me to get out and replant that family tree for me. It definitely gave me that outlet, because I wasn't going to be a part of something that people are going to try to drag me down all the time and everything. I knew I was worth more. I knew I could achieve more in my life and everything, and I went and did what I wanted to do with my life.
Perfect.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
I do too.
That. If you had a talent, like anybody that would be listening that would want to join the army, like what's your advice? Like what advice would you give to someone who's
that's a good
thinking about
question.
joining the army?
It's a great question.
For anyone that wants to join, not just the Army, but for the Air Force, the Marines, the Navy, the Coast Guard as well, the redheaded stepchild of all our branches. um, Basically, it's a thrilling adventure. It's something that I enjoyed my life with. You get to travel the country with the military. You get to have a paid college, whether you're in or you're out. If you want an education after high school, it's a guaranteed job to take care of yourself. It's money in your pocket, and it's a camaraderie thing. It's a family that you get to have, that you get to build on and make wonderful friendships for the rest of your life. And on top of that, it's too easy. It literally is, because it's right place, right time, right uniform, and stay in regulations, and you're fine.
Awesome. Yeah.
So I'm going to reflect really quickly back. I have to do this because the chat is talking about the black sheep part that you brought up. And a lot of them are saying that they are the black sheeps, that like Heavy over here said, I cut a lot of my family out of my life. No rejects. The worst type of people. My parents and my sisters. My sister are amazing. That is all I need. I don't need the rest of them. So that's like something that you did. Like you don't need this dead weight that just wants to use you. I'm sorry. I had to reflect back on that because the chat was just everyone.
No, you're fine.
Something. So sorry.
No, you're fine. Exactly. With the whole black sheep thing, I didn't need them at all. I didn't need any of their help. I didn't need none of their drama and their stress that they were trying to pull me into their world. And so, okay, you're going to make me a black sheep and cast me out away from the rest of the family. I'm going to go do my thing and do what I need to do.
Good for you.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah, I do too. That's great. That's a solid way to look at it. You know, like you kind of just, like fuck them, and you just went and did your own thing. You know, you didn't need them. You did your own thing, and you made you who you are today, all on your own. And I envy that. You know, I envy people like that. It's like, right. You push and you never give up, and you get to where you want to be.
Yeah.
You know, exactly. You have your ups and downs, but the way you handle it is the way that you define yourself.
Yes, sir.
I love that.
That's awesome. So I'm thinking, you love streaming, you love doing what you do. You see yourself continuing to do it, more and more each day, keep pushing through.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like everyone that once they hit affiliate, that next mile markers be hitting partner and everything. And as Slev knows, I'm a huge supporter of him hitting partner and everything. And I've already met two goals for that. So I've just got to get the viewers to hit that marker as well too. And so whether I have 3 viewers or I have 300 viewers, I don't care. I'm still going to stream, whether I make money from it or not, because it's something I enjoy. I enjoy bringing content to people to watch and get to connect with other people and make amazing friendships, and being able to have the opportunity, like for next year, of seeing you guys in person for TwitchCon.
Yes.
That's going to be exciting. 2020.
Yep, 2020 is going to be great.
2020 is the year that we're all going to go, and it's
a
wild adventure.
So there was one question also that me and Slev talked about earlier that I think was lost. But where did you start community-wise, and how did you progress through the communities to make it to where we are now as an Adventure Friends?
Earlier, I said that you followed me back in December, and I didn't start talking to you for where were you this whole time? I'm like, whoa, Iron Man came out of nowhere. Good question.
Actually, yes, I did. I like you said, Slev, I did start following you back in December, and so I did quit not really talking to you. I really wasn't talking too much. I was really lurking and everything.
Yeah.
Just listening to you, how you chat with your viewers and your chat and everything, and watch how you hold yourself and everything. So I was studying you.
I was an object.
He's a great person to study. I mean, just fucking look at him.
I was working a lot with Wicked as well too and everything, and I started off by myself, and then I got into a community that fell apart called Team Girth.
Okay.
It was amazing at first and everything. Everyone welcomed me in with open arms, But after two of the main people just like left and quit streaming, it really just fell apart. No one's really chatting in the Discord anymore, and so I pretty much wanted to go somewhere else and didn't know where to go. And Wicked actually was the one that Wicked and Original were the two people that started talking to me about Avenger Friends, and so Wicked got me a link to join Avenger Friends, and I am in part of this wonderful community now. And I couldn't be anywhere else.
I love that. What's funny is Original. I think Tony found Original, right?
Yes. Original found me.
Original found you, and then that's how you got him into the Avenger Friends. That's how we got to know Original.
Yep. And I actually was working back and forth with Original to build him up and to get to affiliate. And when he finally made it, it just like it really warms your heart. In the way of I know Slev, like me and Slev, like a really big into helping people within the community
most definitely
get to their goal and get to affiliate. And it's
big or small, it doesn't matter.
Big or small, it doesn't matter. And it's the point is that no matter how big Slev gets or is, and however big that people say I am, but I'm not. physically okay, but I mean, we love being able to raid and host and just help people out, like no matter what, and that's never gonna stop. Nope. You know what I mean? So that's never gonna stop. That's gonna be who we are through no matter what happens further down the line.
Exactly. And I'm the same way as too, because when I started, I was focusing on myself getting affiliate. But once I hit that affiliate status, to this day, I will still go on Twitch and I will go through way down to the bottom and find the people who've got the 1 to 2 viewers, and I'll start chatting with them, get to know them and everything. And I'll throw them a host. I'll drop them a follow, and next thing you know, I'll get a message a month and a half later. I just hit affiliate. Thank you so much for helping me out.
Yes, that's awesome, and there's gonna be many more people like you, coming up through looking for affiliate and whatnot, and
Oh yeah, most definitely, and I will be right up there with you guys to help them.
I love it.
The community knows we're all about support for support, and you show support to everybody and expect nothing in return, and just keep grinding.
Give 100%,
exactly.
Expect 0.
Exactly.
What's crazy is that it's like the Avenger Friends, like we've all been part of multiple communities, like there's something about the community where people just feel like it's home. They could talk freely. They can like support each other, make friends. Like again, it's not a lurk for lurk, it's not a follow for follow. It's a support for support. You make friends. It's done selflessly, and that's what the Avenger Friends is all about.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, and
Red
that's
says Avenger
one
Friends
thing.
Supporting each other. Hell, I haven't been there that long, and I feel like I've been there for years. Yeah, Red is new. He's been in the Avengers maybe a week. He's on Team Valor now, and we're gonna get him to affiliate.
Team Valor, baby.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely.
Like he just said, he just joined a week ago, and he is gelling in as if he's been there for a year. You know what I'm saying? It's wild. Connections you can make.
You know what? And we'll get him to affiliate too. I just gotta make sure.
Oh yeah, we most definitely.
It brings a smile to your face and makes you
feel
like you're in a happy like vibe. Like
I get that camaraderie like I had in the military and everything, and with the Avenger Friends. I feel like I'm actually a part of a military with the Avenger Friends again and everything, because everyone is like a family to me. Everyone in Avenger Friends is a brother or sister to me, and I will be there if I can do anything to help out anyone, from whether reaching affiliate to needing a shoulder to talk to, or hey, can you just jump on my stream and help me fix something and everything, and I will be there and try to do what I can.
I don't know about you, but I'd rather cry on a shoulder than talk to one.
Here, Tony, I got a big enough shoulder for you, big boy.
Can I cry on it and talk into it?
Yes, you can do that.
My mascara, make sure you don't wear a white shirt. All my mascara might come out on it, though, all right? So.
I'll leave the makeup off that day for this diva.
Yeah,
all right. I was going to say, Slev, when I meet you and you jump in my arms, you better have your diva makeup on.
Oh, I'll have the unicorn onesie on. You kidding me?
Oh.
Disease is the only one who caught me, and then Tony threw me up in the air.
Fucking dirty dancing, like
slapping my ass really hard.
I'll make sure to be full send when I jump into your arms.
Sir Charles said, my favorite thing about the Avenger Friends is recruiting people who are struggling to get affiliate. And I like how he says get affiliate. I love that. And then within a month, they're in the double-digit subs. I totally agree with that. There are so many people that just, okay, I'm not sugarcoating. You join the Avengers, you don't talk. how are you supposed to grow?
Exactly.
You can't exist. You must network. You must support. You must just get out there, make some friends. So I see that. And then the people that are doing that are doubling their
Killing
views,
it. Yep.
doubling their friendships, and having fun out there. And
Exactly. And
insane. I love
and
it.
it goes back to with what Wicked
Oh, yeah.
Live is actually doing on his YouTube and everything with his first video that he just put out of how easy it is to manage everything and all that, because he's a father, he works a full-time job, and yet he's a full-time streamer as well too and everything. And so he's managing his everyday life and still yet finds time to be able to put out content on Twitch and do YouTube videos and all that. And it's what you've got to be able to network. You've got to be able to make friends with it. You've got to be able to get yourself out there as well, not through just Twitch itself, but you need Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat and other platforms
All
too
the
to
social
use.
medias.
All very important.
Yeah.
Like Twitter's
And
my
also-
Twitter's my favorite. I love me some Twitter. It's a good
Oh yes,
time.
most definitely.
It's so much fun to be on it, and
I
it's a good
hate
place to
Twitter.
network. You
But
love
Slev-
Twitter. You are the
Slev-
retweeting king.
I'm the retweeting
My
king.
wife.
The retweeting queen?
The retweeting queen. And you're the one who's
But
allergic to
Slev-
the fucking retweet button.
I like to shout out names by the names. We do our own thing, Tony. We out there
Listen,
do
for
our own
everybody who
thing.
knows, I have
Same
Slev's
mission.
notifications on for Twitter. So every time he tweets, something pops up. And every time I go like, retweet, doesn't matter what it fucking says.
Exactly. I do the same thing too.
Doesn't matter
I like
what
to
it fucking
customize
says.
Mine. I like to make it pretty for you, okay?
All I'm saying is this kid can't go over and just gets a fucking like a little arrows just to like retweet my going live shit or anything. He's just like, no, I'll get fucking AIDS.
I'm telling you, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, no.
Oh shit.
That's so good.
But Slab, my wife said when we actually go to TwitchCon in 2020 to meet y'all, every one of the Venture friends that will be there, you better have your diva makeup on because she will walk the catwalk with you.
Oh, let's go.
Oh my
She
god.
said, "Babe,
I
She
can
just said,
walk
"Oh,
that
let's go."
catwalk. I can walk it, baby. Let's go. My
So
girlfriend's gonna look at me like, "What the fuck am I doing?
I want to
Why
read
am
some.
I still with this bot?"
Jesus. So I want to read some original wrote. He goes, I appreciate all three of you amazing men, and I'm so glad I caught this podcast. I love everyone in this amazing
appreciate
community.
it,
And then I said, thank you so much. And he goes, anytime, brother. You and Slev are a part of the reason I still hit live because you guys are such an inspiration.
dude, original, even though I'm not always playing with you on Fortnite, dude, I always stream into your stream and everything, dude, because you're an awesome streamer. You're an awesome Fortnite player, and I'm learning a lot from you from Fortnite too as well. So
There's a thing about original that not a lot of people know, and I'll share. I'm sure he wants to. About a couple weeks back, he basically hit a spot where he didn't think he could keep going. He thought maybe this isn't for me. Streaming is not part of my life right now, and it was affecting his life. He took a week off. We encouraged him. We kept him going, and he came back even stronger. He joined Valor. He wants to support. He wants to grow his channel, and I look, I'm very happy for him to not give up, because that's the biggest
Exactly.
thing. To keep going. You're gonna hit that wall where it's like, I can't. Life is too hard, but it's okay. Take time off when you need it. You need a couple days to rethink things. Do it, but come back for your dream. You have fun with this.
Come back
Enjoy
stronger
it.
than ever.
Enjoy the ride. Enjoy it all.
When we bought this house in the beginning, at the end of April, when we signed all the paperwork and everything, I actually did end up taking about 2 to 2.5 months off of streaming and everything, because it was just trying to get paperwork together for the VA home loan and taking care of everyday life and just trying to manage all that. And streaming was just, it was getting too much for me. So I ended up taking that 2 months. And when I finally hit that live button again, I came back with a full force, and I'm starting to knock out mile markers again.
There you go. And you got to do that. You got to keep pushing and got to keep doing what you got to do.
So yeah, Charles just said, I'm at a wall now and I'm trying not to quit again. See, I've known Charles. Charles has been following over a year, man. And nothing but supportive. Always tweeting out people, always lurking, always being in someone's stream. And I don't even think he streams that much. He just loves to support. Like my advice is, dude, just again, think about why you stream. Think about what you want from streaming. But most of all, like, hit that go live button because you love gaming and because you love talking to people that come in, even if it's a lurk. Even if it's a lurk, say thank you. It's a lurk. You're in my channel. You're supporting it. I don't care. Like, if you can't talk right now, you can only lurk. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
And like when you two pop into my channel and everything, and hey, I'm dropping you a lurk. Hey, thank you guys for the lurk. Hope you guys are having a wonderful.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very-
Dude, it
alert,
doesn't-
alert goes alert.
Exactly. It doesn't matter what it is, whether they sit there, chat for a couple minutes, and take off, whatever. It's the fact that they took time out of their day to be with you doing what you love to do.
Exactly.
And if they leave a tab open for you, jump on Lurker TV, whatever, and just set something up for you, that view is a view, and that should mean the world to everyone out there.
Exactly.
And we've said this before in our past podcasts, where if you're doing it for anything other than loving gaming, loving the game, or loving to stream, or talking to people that you don't even know. If you're doing it for the money, or you're doing it for the fame or anything, you're really not doing it for the right reason. If you ever get to that point, in my opinion, don't lose sight of who you are and where you came from.
Exactly. And that's the one thing I'm also showing my kids as well too, and everything, is if you hit that point where you're set in life and you've got your golden goose egg in your hands, don't forget who you are, where you came from, and what made you the person you are today.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Because that is what got you there. That is what helped you achieve your goals. That is what drove you to get there.
100%.
Exactly.
I am truly thankful to Lurk Squad and Avenger Friends. I've been with them since day one. Kitty, we always go over this, where Kitty met in my stream, and then Fire Angel met in my stream, and the three of us were talking, and then Kitty and Fire made the Avengers and asked me to join it. But they met here, like over a year and a half ago. It's amazing how things go. It's insane.
Exactly.
And how we had 10 people when I joined. We're almost at 800 peeps in the community. It's wild.
That's unbelievable.
It is wild. It's crazy. There's days that I literally have to go like this on my phone, like, okay, I got to catch up to chat.
Yeah. Wait, Fireball Gaming says, it's also great to hear when someone says, I like what you do. It's such a nice thing to say to someone doing what we're doing. I agree with that.
Yes.
Of course, like at any job, I want to be pat on the back. I want my boss to say, you know what, Steve? Good job, man. You got the report in on time. I love when people, trust me, I'm one of the most humblest guys out there. I still don't know how to accept anything that you guys and everyone does.
Yeah,
I'm like,
exactly.
Why? Don't do what you're doing. I'm happy you're just talking. I'm happy you're here. I will never understand it. And the words that people have said to Tony, myself, to you, like it hits home. It really hits me in the heart, because years ago, I never thought I can do anything like this. And I'm finally finding my worth. We've all been through struggles in life, and we find a reason to do things. And streaming has been a outlet for me. And I've met some amazing people like Tony, Disease, two of my best friends that I've known for almost a year now, probably a year now, right? We're coming up on a year. And like Trace, like there's so many peeps that I
don't know. We'll find out.
I'm blessed to have known an Iron Man. You you coming back out of the shadows of lurking to now chatting with us and getting to know us, and now you're on the podcast. Dude, it's a pleasure. It's like it's an honor.
It's my pleasure for me to be here with you guys, and it's an honor to be part of Avenger Friends with y'all. And it's an honor to just be able to be a part of an amazing community with amazing friends and amazing people.
Yeah, no, exactly. And you just everybody's amazing. Everybody's a role model.
That, Tony, right? I'm sorry, I had to.
Yeah, no, I did. I did. That's why I kind of like shut off for a second. I was like, what a fucking asshole.
Like, we both had a mental fart for like, really, Evan? Really?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even read Evans. I was reading.
Who are you reading?
Dan.
What'd he say? Oh
God, what did he say?
God, I've known Slev longer. Fuck you, Tony. Fuck you, Tony. Yeah, Disease, the most humblest. Is that even a word?
No, humbled.
Most humble. All right, come on. I can't read. I make up my own words.
Most humbled.
I'm the humblest Slev alive. All right.
You're the most humbling.
But
I'm gonna go with humblest. I enjoy the way it sounds.
You can't read anyway, so why fucking change it now?
And I'm actually going to talk about my first experience too, and everything. You guys dealt with this already because you guys been doing streaming longer than I have, and I just dealt with my first troll and everything for about a couple of days ago and everything, and it really did hurt, because what he started off saying and everything really didn't hurt, but when he started calling stolen valor and saying I was only using it for getting the views, that's what got me set off. That's what hit me hard, because I'm sorry, that's what I sacrificed 7 years of my life for, is for this country. And just to be able to get treated like that, it makes me feel like crap. I really hated that.
Yeah.
So
And you're
again,
gonna
Tony,
learn.
from the bottom of my heart,
Yeah.
dude,
He was there.
thank you for being there for me and helping me out.
Yeah, man. I mean, when you hit both of us up, Slev was driving. I just happened to be free, and I jumped in right away and fucking and took care of it, and that's what we do. Like, between me and Slev,
Yeah.
like, if anybody needs any help at all, like, our DMs are always open. Sometimes we're busy, sometimes we're not, but if we're not, we're fucking there immediately,
Exactly.
and we're there, and that goes for everybody within the community. I know I don't talk as much in the Discord, mainly because I get fucking friendlied every 3 seconds.
Because of
Max. Wait, you want to hear what Evan just said? He said Tony acts like a big and tough from New England on the stream, but we all know he's a lovable butterball.
I'm a lovable butterball till you piss me the fuck off.
He is the sweetest. He gives great hugs.
I give
and he's a sweetheart.
tremendous
you piss
ass
off
slaps.
Tony to a point, he's gonna come at you.
Yeah, I mean, I like it is. I got a heart of gold, but don't piss me off because that heart of gold will turn fucking red real quick.
Yeah, because that stupid bitch can come out.
But no, I mean that's how it is. I'm here for everybody. I like to help everybody out. I like doing my part, doing what I can do, and that goes for a lot of people in here. There's a lot of people within the Avenger Friends that aren't just about themselves, and that's what's great about it. Because we're all for the community. I know, like, you reach out. I'm sure Slev gets not hundreds, but many DMs a day. From people.
Yeah.
And I don't get as many, but like I said, like he's very active. He's allowed to be very active because of where he works and what he can do. And I don't have that luxury, so I try and do what I can do. And that's the other thing too, is don't try and overdo yourself. You gotta do. You do exactly what you're able to do. When you start stretching
within your limits,
you got to stay within your lane, stay within your limits. When you start trying to go beyond that, things start coming out of view or whatever I'm trying to say. Things start slowing down, things start speeding up, you start getting more stressed, and it all bundles up inside you, because if you're like me, you have trouble opening up to people and talking to people.
Exactly.
But when you're able to break down that wall and able to do it, that's when things start, getting better and starting to allow yourself to be more level-headed and more back into reality.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like self-care. Exactly, Zay.
Exactly.
Self-care is so important, especially as streamers, and like worrying about your relationships, worrying about work, worrying about life. Like me, I finally went back to the gym this week. I feel amazing, but I've been out of it for 6 months. I became very lazy. Like I'm losing sleep. I'm trying to work, trying to stream. Yeah, look at it. You got the
Get on my level, Tony. Get on my level.
I'm glad he didn't just call me out. I was just like, wait, I'm about to flex.
Oh no, Slav, come on.
Nah, no,
get on my level.
Got the guns of steel, baby.
I don't. I like keeping mine under my shirt, so when people actually piss me off and get to meet them, they're surprised.
You guys feel like this is more of a hobby? Okay, Red just asked a great question. It's a great question. Do you guys feel this is more of a hobby or a job? We'll start with go with Iron Man, and then we'll see what Tony says.
I started looking at when I first started streaming, I looked at it as a hobby, but as I got my affiliate and I started gaining more viewers and followers and started getting a part of Avenger Friends, I'm starting to see it more as a business aspect, because as a business aspect, yes, I do have fun with it and I get amazing friendships and I'm amazing help from everyone else. But as a business aspect as well too, you've got to have that mindset to help yourself continue to grow and continue to hit that next goal that you have.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like when you're hitting goals, Tony, you answer first, and then we'll go.
So I pretty much get the same answer. When I first started, it was just a hobby. I did it when on my free time. I did this and that. But as soon as it started picking up, it became more of another job. And what that means is you have to put so much work and so much effort into what we do to make the stream look nice, to, whether it is to, get new logos, new panels, new overlays. And it's, you gotta have another job on top of that. But then when it comes down to it, it comes down to schedules. So, everybody has their time slots. So it's like, okay, you get out of work and you go do what you need to do, then it's back to work again.
Exactly.
But it's a job that I love doing.
And you're on your own boss with it as well
Correct.
too. You don't have anyone telling you, "Hey, I need you on that this time doing this game and doing this with the chat and everything."
Exactly.
You get to control exactly what you want to game. You get to control the content you bring to your viewers, and you control everything for you.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's
my
why I
answer
see it
to
as a
this-
job.
Yeah, like you can look because a job. Okay, when you have a job, we get paid for that job. So if you're streaming to get paid, you're in it for the wrong reasons.
Exactly.
If you're in it for the wrong reasons, like
Correct.
money's gonna happen. That's obvious, but like to me, it's more of the love for what streaming is. It's artistic, it's creative. It's like you just said with the logos, getting emotes done, making the stream yours, having alerts, having this. It's just so custom, and I love it. Emotes done.
Exactly.
Like that's what makes me excited. Like yeah. I'm the partner push, so it does feel like a job sometimes where it's like I want to be out there and I want to support anyone that's supporting me in the partner push. But it becomes overwhelming. I need to bring myself down and be like, this is still a hobby. This is still what we love to do. We love to game. We love to chit chat. We love to have a good time, and that's what I want to always remember. So let's just say one day we hit partner, like Tony, you, like let's just say we all hit partner. We're still gonna do the same thing. It never ends.
Exactly.
Just because you have a check mark next to you, yeah, you want that goal. It's the hardest goal. 1% of Twitch is partnered.
Yep.
1% of Twitch. So yes, you accomplish that goal. Wow. So like, I want to keep it a hobby because I like Tony. I work 50 hours. Tony probably works 60, and I don't want to ever quit my job, even if I can. I don't want to. I love Twitch, and I want to keep the hours that I'm doing. I want to keep the I just want to keep it the thing like the way it is now. You know what I'm saying? Like I love that. I love it about it.
I think with me,
I look at it as both.
Yeah, and I think with me is that I want to be able to stream a little bit more, throughout the week. Like I only get 2-hour time slots, so it's kind of tough.
Yeah.
With that 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. is my sweet spot right now, but that's all I can do because as of now, I sacrifice sleep, and I know Slev, you sacrifice sleep on the back end. Because you go into 12:45, 1 a.m., 2 a.m.
And I'm up by 5:45 to drive the girlfriend's son to school, and I go to the gym.
Exactly. So it comes down to giving up other aspects of your life. In this point, it's sleep to do what you love to do. And you were right about the whole like money comes down to it. Like you're not in it for the money. Nobody here that I know of is in it for the money, and it is a hobby, but it also, you need to work at what you want to make it. So that's why I kind of see it as an that's why I see it as like an entrepreneurship. This is your self-made channel. This is you. Everything depicts you. And whether or not you're getting paid for it, it's not a 9-to-5 paycheck. It's putting out the content that people like to see. And not hoping you get paid, but the fact that it happens. Yeah. And but in my mind, that's what makes it a job.
I'm Slev, Eric. Sorry. God, sorry. Someone asked who's Slev.
Oh,
because there's 3 of us.
Oh yeah. but that's what makes it a job. But it doesn't make it a full-time job. It doesn't make it your primary job, but it does make it because you are giving up your time to entertain other people.
Yeah.
So it's more of an entertainment entrepreneurship than that, and that's when it starts moving out of a hobby and into a job.
You're right.
Exactly.
You want to keep it fun.
Exactly. Always keep it fun.
And it's like the times when I stream and everything. I stream from that I'm getting back on schedule myself too and everything. But I start from normally around 8, 9 o'clock in the morning when my wife and my kids are gone at school. And as soon as my kids walk through the door about 5 o'clock at night, along with my wife as well too, and everything from school and work, all right, guys, I gotta go. Let's raid and I shut everything down, and I'm spending time with my family.
Exactly.
So I mean, I sacrifice doing my own stuff for what I love doing with Twitch and getting to talk to everyone and having fun with everyone in streams and stuff like that. So
perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so I think we've reached everything so far to where we wanted to talk about. We'll open it up for a couple minutes to chat to see if there's any questions that stick out that we want to answer and whatnot. We'll just read off a chat and go from there.
Yeah. guys, yeah, we'll open it up. You guys want to ask any questions to Iron Man? You feel free to. 3
Feel
months,
free.
11 days. Put on the calendar. Yeah, Evan goes live once a year, January 1st of every year, and he never streams again.
Jesus.
Ever. Okay, here's a good question. Where do you guys see yourself in 3 years still streaming? 3 years. I'll be 30 freaking 6. I better have kids. I better be married. And I still better be streaming.
I still see myself streaming. I see myself having a better setup, and I see myself in doing a lot better than I am now, because I know I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to give up. I'm just going to keep pushing
build
forward.
the stream. I lived by that when I first started.
You did. I was
wanna
there for that whole thing.
Were. Hashtag build a stream.
So where I see myself 3 years, I'm hoping to excel in
That's true, Sir Charles.
You know,
Completely
in careers, keep streaming and doing what I love to do. I'm hoping to still be here for all y'all. You know, keep growing, keep excelling, and whatever happens. You know, who knows? Life throws you curves where, you know,
Exactly.
3 years is a long time. So
Yeah.
could we, you know, could we all still be here on Twitch? Could there be a new platform that we all take over? Like, you know, there's so many different variables that could happen to really truly say, but where I would really where I would really hope and love to be would still be here with Avenger Friends and Lurk Squad and still be putting out great funny content for everybody.
Same way.
So
the way things are going now, I'll make an effort to keep streaming. Heck yeah, Fireball. Heck yeah. All right. What were you saying, Tony?
So it was going back to a little bit. Original said, well, it's sad that people will take advantage of people and that give and expect nothing. It sickens me. I am the kind of person that will give the shirt off my back to someone, but if you need help, no one is there. That's another reason I love this community, because everyone helps everyone.
Trust me, he needed help, and I shouted him out, and we got there and showed him a lot of love, and I was there, Original. Like, you know that. We watched the tears, and your emotion was in there, man.
Yep.
And I felt it. That's why I did what I did. That's why I shouted you out, because I knew you needed a spark. You needed a spark that pushed you a little bit more, and now you're more active. You're showing that, wow, people do care. It's true, man.
Exactly.
They're out there.
And
they love.
That's what Avenger Friends, as you, Wicked, as you, Tony, as well, and Fire, and everyone else. That when the 2 months that I quit, I was literally to that point where I did want to stop streaming. I just wanted to hang it all up and just be done with it. But once I started getting into Avenger Friends and all that, like, my spark was reignited, and I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's hit this road running.
Yeah,
exactly. So real quick, my wife actually typed in chat. She said, just want to say thank you for your service.
You're welcome. And thank you for your support. Greatly from the bottom of my heart. I do greatly appreciate every single one of you guys for the support.
So that's another big thing, where you have the wives, the girlfriends, the husbands, the boyfriends, like, supporting the streamers. You know what I'm saying? Like, my girlfriend, who doesn't even know Twitch, is out there supporting me, Disease, Tony. Like, she's out there. I see Tony's wife everywhere now. It's awesome, and that your wife supports you and is proud of you.
Exactly.
And
it's
pushes
like
you to do it.
Before everything kicked off here, my wife was like, "Babe, I want to watch it. Help me get on here now for Twitch so I can see this live." I was like, "All right, let me get you set up, babe."
Yeah. Like, she's like, "I'm ready to do it."
It's
Friends is my community. My
another viewer?
Discord is dry AF. I feel like, okay, that's another thing right there. So Charles makes a good point. I'm gonna bring it up. We all have a Discord. Every streamer should have their own personal Discord. But if you're part of a community, that community is gonna be the main stage. You try to keep your little community, like me personally, my little Slub Show community. Like, we got people in there, we chit chat, but it's not as active. It's not going to be as active because we got the Avenger fam. So it's okay if your Discord is dry as AF, as you just said, but don't worry about that. Because, like, we are already in a home. You know what I'm saying? We already got the community.
Exactly.
Exactly. It's like you said in your previous podcast with Disease and Tony. Avenger Friends is like one tree, and then all the branches is just everyone branching off doing their things for Avenger Friends.
Exactly.
That was one of my favorite, like, because that's seriously what I picture. Because if you have a lurk for lurk, it's just going to be like a straight, like, it's just not going to go anywhere. It's not going to grow. It's just going to be like, all right, what's going to happen? Nothing. You have this, again, I'm going to say it, like, friendships forming, different branches out, and it's this Avenger Friends tree is growing rapidly. We've been getting 10 people a day joining.
Correct.
Because people are spreading the word. They're saying how good this place is, and not just for we have people that aren't even streamers joining, that they just want to
Yep.
support. They just want to be there and see this place. What is this? What's happening?
Exactly.
Here?
So the other thing on Charles too is that he said he's not worried about it. He was just saying, but still, like even my Discord, you know, like my Discord was dry too, you know, for a long time, and it just started picking up recently with a few people, like back and forth and whatnot, and it takes time, you know, because it is that because we're all part of Avenger Friends, so there is that whole Discord that we all talk in. So it's kind of like it's like, why am I gonna go? It's not why, but like, why am I gonna go talking here on top of talking to the Avenger Friends when I can talk to everybody there and this and that? But it's another way to build your community and to build what you are and who you are as a streamer, and to kind of it's another part of, you know, your image.
I ain't gonna lie about that.
And also, I wanted to do a huge shout out personally on here too for AZ and Lucky Phoenix as well too, because before they got moved over into Team Inferno and everything and being charged as them as captains and co-captain, I was always jumping in their streams when they went live from Team Mob and all that, and so being able to chit chat with them and having a bad day and seeing them smile and cheer me up, it really did help. So thank you guys for helping me get through my Curdy days as well too.
Lucky and AZ deserve where they are at right now.
Yeah,
like the amount of love that they both have shown the community and the people in it, welcoming anyone that joins. Just when I first met Lucky, I was like, that smile will light up any room. I'm like, if you smile and she's like, I'm like, oh my God, I love her. Like, she's amazing.
Exactly.
She feels so happy and so welcomed. There's a lot of love for them. And again, anyone that's in the Avenger Friend, like, look, Ice Cream Posse, one of Tony's
my homie
IRL friends, I'd say.
Yeah, I met him.
This guy is out there supporting. He's full of energy. I'm telling you. Well, a couple days ago, it's like 9:00 in the morning. He's running his DJ in his room for streaming.
Yep.
I'm like, I'm like at my desk, like it's 9:00, drinking my coffee. I'm like, let's go. It was so much fun to be a part of. But like that's what I love. Everyone brings something different. Everyone brings something different to the table of streaming. You know.
Exactly.
Like we all have ideas and we just help each other. We push each other. We make ideas our own. It's a beautiful thing.
Exactly. So I got nothing else going on in my chat.
Hell yeah,
anything else?
Hell yeah. So chat, we're gonna wrap it up unless you have one or two more questions. We're gonna be ending shortly. Pops up from coffin to wave to Akeem. Wait, we have Akeem here? Oh, Akeem is here.
Oh shit. Also, real quick. Akeem, thank you so much, brother, for that banner you made me. I greatly appreciate that, dude. That was badass.
Akeem's out here making some awesome artwork for Tony, myself, Iron Man. It's awesome.
Yeah, if you guys ever want to start up a YouTube, we got Fire Angel over here. Does great work. Does me and Slevs and a couple other people within Avenger Friends compilation videos.
Discord super friendly. So, sorry, I was reading that.
And we have Akeem doing the thumbnails. So we like to keep the work within the community, which is great, you know, because we all just recycle everything and all just we're able to get people out there. So like other than for our emotes and our artwork, I know me and Slev go to Dark Arrow, which was a great find. He's amazing. He's done both of our emotes and a lot of other people in Avenger Friends.
He did that logo you see right down there, chat.
Yep, that logo right below Iron Man right there. He did that. I mean, he just does amazing work. So if you guys are looking for stuff, Dark Arrow is the way to go. On Twitter, DM him, let him know one of us sent you, and he'll hook you up. You know, he does great work.
Hit him up because I definitely need some new emotes.
And and you
don't get mad if he doesn't answer right away.
It takes a couple days. Busy, yeah, he's very busy.
Oh yeah.
So that's DARKERO on Twitter, Dark Arrow. And then you got Fire Angel with the compilation videos, and you got Hakeem with the thumbnails. So you guys are all set. Sir. If you ever want emotes, panels, whatever for your Twitch, or you have videos and thumbnails for your YouTube.
Exactly. And actually, once I started getting back to where I was at with computer graphics and everything, and get back the equipment I had before it actually was stolen from my previous house that I was living in, I will be doing the banners myself and as well emotes and everything for Avenger thing.
Awesome.
Amazing. Yeah. I would use that ability that you have, like that skill, man, and let the world, like, Avengers is always looking for artists, 100%.
Always.
For artists. Evan wants to know, what do you guys think is going to be the game of the year?
I read that and I was thinking to myself, and I have no fucking idea.
Neither do I.
Where is it?
I thought it was gonna be Gears. I thought it was gonna be Modern Warfare.
You don't think Modern Warfare when it comes out?
Again, it's another.
Oh no, it will not be Kingdom Hearts. Nice try though.
Oh yes, it will.
You think it'll be Game of the Year?
Yes, because it is still beating everything that's been coming out. Plus, they're getting ready to drop DLC.
We have Man of Meat.
Medine.
Is it how do you pronounce that last part?
Medine. Yep. Kid
Even
just
though it's
fucking
A.
downloaded it today and was supposed to be playing right after this. He's like, "What was the name of it again?
Yeah,
7
I've got
fucking
it downloaded.
times."
I was playing it after the podcast. I have it. I'm ready to shit myself. I'm ready.
Oh, do you get a scream command?
I got everyone with their own sound commands. That's all I need.
No, I don't have a scream command.
You get Penny to come in, or I'm gonna poop my
Darn
pants because he's gonna do his sound.
No scream command for me.
Darn it.
You scream on your own. You're fine.
Listen, I can't wait. I can't
scare me.
fucking wait.
You're gonna scare me.
I can't wait until
I'm not muting.
I can't wait
Silence.
until you scream like a little fucking girl.
Dude, I can't wait either. I'm actually looking forward to watching you guys play that after stream.
We're gonna be playing
And
it all night.
Cyberpunk, yes.
We'll go.
Cyberpunk for sure.
Oh, Borderlands 3.
Yes,
That's
Borderlands
what I'm
3.
Pokemon Sword and Shield. Pokemon Sword and Shield is gonna be a big hit. It is gonna be a very big hit. I cannot wait to play
It
that as
definitely is. Oh yeah.
well. Keanu himself wins it. Yes, he does. You know what? The game doesn't even win. Keanu Reeves wins.
No, Keanu Reeves wins
Keanu
everything.
Reeves.
Come on now. He is the most
Reeves.
humble actor out there.
Oh yeah. Okay. I need to read Akeem's. He popped in. He says, "I would just like to say that when y'all gave me the opportunity, I was such in a hard place in my life, and getting the outlook and that distraction was such an amazing thing for me. I have never found anything that has brought me so much pride and joy. I have never found anything that has brought me something that I could never ask for, and that was the greatest gift of friendship."
Nice.
Wow, dude. Wow.
Fucking
Hearts up
G.
and everyone hearts up. That was beautiful, man. Seriously, beautiful.
I don't do
Yeah,
gang
man.
signs.
You got the opportunity and you're riding with it. You're loving it, and we love you, man. Keanu
Absolutely.
Reeves Dating Simulator is Game of the Year for 2019. Leave it up to Evan, I swear. Just leave it up to
I
Evan.
know, right?
All right, so let's
Chad,
wrap
if
it
you
up.
guys don't have any questions that are not to me and Tony, but to Iron Man about about the Army and stuff like that. If you guys have any last minute questions, let us know. Also, Eric Lay wanted to know, Tony, what are our podcasts typically about? And
They're really all over the
we like
place.
to have guests on our show. We like to have one guest a week. We would do 2 if it goes down, down the road. But yeah, we just like to interview that actual person. And today was about Iron Man and his journey in the Army.
Yep.
Shared his life story with us, which was beautiful, and I'm honored to know about it. Thank you for sharing it with me and Tony.
You're welcome.
And
Thank you
Thank you so much for.
It's amazing, man.
Thank you so much for being here. Like, we really do appreciate it. Sharing your story with everybody that we have here, and sharing it for YouTube and whatnot. And it's just it's
not a problem, brother.
It's amazing.
Not yet, Akeem.
The challenges you went through, and still being able to come out and be the guy who you are today, and still be able to push through and thrive, and just do what you do.
Never give up, man. I hate to quote John Cena, but never give up, because you are what people need to be. Need to be strong. You are one of the strongest guys I've ever gotten a chance to know, and we love you for that. We look up to, we idolize you guys for that.
Exactly.
So, y'all are gonna stop. Y'all are gonna make me cry.
Let them out, man. Let them out.
No, this one was specifically really, really close to me and to my heart, because for everybody who out there knows, like, I bleed blue. I bleed America, and the flag's right here. Like, the support and the protection that the military and the police show throughout the world is just, I'm a huge supporter of all that, and that's why this one held straight to my heart, because being able to interview one of America's heroes is one of the greatest things that I could say I've ever done in my life, and and having you here is
beautiful.
this is awesome.
Oh, chat, we gotta get the salutes up right now. Salutes up for
Gotta
Iron
get that
Man.
salute.
Guys, seriously, it's a
guys.
pleasure. Love you, man. So yeah,
But here, real quick, because Slev, I love you, but honestly, dude,
I don't know how to. Want me to do that? I'm wearing the hat. This is in the way.
no.
Now you come to the
Goes
brim.
Hat.
Come to the brim.
Come to the brim of the hat.
Whatever.
Index finger to the tip.
You guys are teaching me how to do it.
Yep.
I did it, right? Does that work? No? What if I give you the good old
There.
pirate salute?
Yeah.
Golf said, I've cried because Slev can never win at Fortnite.
Jesus Christ.
I was expecting a nice sob thing right there. Heavy says, even though I'm Canadian, respect to you for serving your country and being a hero. Love it.
Exactly.
But yeah, dude, it was a pleasure.
Thank you.
Man. We all love you, man. We
And it was a pleasure being here. It was thank you for allowing me to be here, allowing me to share my story with you guys and everyone else as well. So I had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, and I had a fantastic time with you guys.
Thank you, man. Guys, can we get one last shout out for Iron Man? Everyone in chat, hit him up with a follow. You'll really enjoy his content. He's so welcoming, so loving.
Everybody needs to go follow this guy like now. Yes. Like he's great. Like seriously, like this is what it's all about.
That's what I do.
You know, and whatnot. And
it's no, that's not the actual name. You gotta put the letters in front, Disease. It's not just Iron Man Gaming.
Jesus. What a terrible mod.
SPCIronmanGamin.
There it is. He said, well, I tried. There it is. Thank you, Disease, for trying.
Thank you, Disease.
Oh, I love you. I love you, Disease.
Before we go real quick, I just read something in your chat. I want Wartorn to kind of elaborate a little bit more on what he said.
So Tony and Iron, do either of you have problems with streamers who will, well, like myself, have a name, and theme, which is very war-based? Followers join the army, subs join the battle, raiders join the battle, that kind of stuff.
Do I have an issue with it? I absolutely do not. As long as it's true to your heart. You know what I mean? Like as long as what you're promoting is true and you're not just using it for the subs and the follows and whatnot. Like how Ron, how you were attacked yesterday for the Stolen Valor stuff. That's not true. I mean, you are who you are because of what you did. So I don't have a problem with that at all. I mean, if you want to flaunt and do what you need to do and get out there because that's what you live, that's your life, and that's who you are, 100%. 100% stand behind that.
Yeah.
And I completely agree with Tony on that as well, too, and everything. If that's who you are and that's who you are deep down in your heart to the bottom of your soul, use it and run with it. But if you're not that, then please don't use it.
Exactly.
Says he uses it since he was like 12, so it must be very important to him. To even have that kind of mentality at 12 years old. Exactly. That's got to hit home. I call my community what does that stand for? SCG Special. What does that stand for?
SCG Army, Sir Charles Gaming Army, dummy.
Oh, Sir Charles Gaming.
Okay.
No, so I don't have a problem with that. So the whole like army thing or this like that, because it's like it's your army, it's your community, like so I don't have a problem with that either. It's the people who like go out there and falsely.
I'm learning, okay.
You know, so there was this one real quick a story of a guy who used a wheelchair. And he put out there that he was paralyzed from the waist down and to get follows and subs and whatnot and gain attention. And then one time he accidentally left the camera on when he stood up from his wheelchair.
Yep.
Wow.
So there was that out there. So I don't condone that at all. Like you need to be who you are and everything in the sake of the matter of that. You know, if you're using exactly. So if you're using it for wrong reasons, fuck off. But
get the fuck out of here.
But if you're using it for the right reasons and you're using it for something that's true to you, absolutely 100% I'll get behind that.
Yep.
You can feel the passion. You can feel it. It's real.
Yep.
But all
right. So, Slev, take us out.
All right, guys. We'll probably do another podcast next Friday. We'll figure out all the details. And again, I just want to, round of applause for Iron Man for joining us and being a part of this and sharing your story. Seriously, thank you. Couldn't thank you enough.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me. I like I said, I appreciate you guys allowing me to be here, and thank you for letting me share my story with you guys, and for you guys to get to know me better and as well as everyone else. And I've had a lot of fun here, and I thank everyone for being here.
All right.
Yes, exactly. We thank everybody for being here for the podcast. If you guys want to give us a 5 to 10 minute break, We're gonna go, use the bathrooms, refresh our drinks.
Get ready
For
to
me,
poop our pants.
I'm putting I'm putting some cheeseburger leggings on. That's tonight.
Oh,
So
tonight,
the legging
Ooh,
stream
I
is
gotta see that
tonight.
shit.
So
guest canceled podcast. Listen, me and Tony, we're gonna go over our next guests.
Yep.
We're gonna figure that out.
believe me, guys, we have a list. We have a list. So
yes, got a list.
we gotta run through it and see who we're gonna talk to. But
I just knew that Iron Man story was a very important one,
Correct.
and me and Tony both wanted to definitely interview and talk to you about it. So
exactly. So with that being said, just give us a break. We're gonna put you on our original starting screens for our streams. We're gonna separate, and then me and Slev are gonna be playing Man of Medine tonight, shitting ourselves and being scared. So
I can't wait.
So I hope to see you guys all still here when we're all done taking our dumps, as Ice Cream Posse says, and whatnot. And
hashtag drunk Slev and Tony stream. I'm not getting drunk.
I'm getting drunk.
I have beers. I'm not gonna get drunk though.
Get drunk with me, Slev.
I'll drink them all. I'll see how far I go.
Slev, you'll drink.
I got 5 more, so
Oh
we'll be
God,
all right.
here we go.
Feel good.
All right.
Pickles, say what?
All right, guys.